Yo. Hey, what up, man? Yep. What?
I said fantastic.
Okay, cool. Hey, give me 2 seconds real quick. I'm just going to use the restroom real quick before we get into game number 1.
1-2. What's up, Bubba? How's everybody doing? How's it going, Red T45? Hope they never get casted. Come on now, getting casted's where all the fun is. Oh, dude, Redman, you ain't gotta tell me. I've been playing terrible in the preseason.
Okay, I'm back.
It's not always fun. Hey, what's up there, buddy? Hello?
Yo.
Okay, that just didn't work the first time. Classic snipe. Okay, oh, you're already in here. Dope. Alright, well, should we get this thing going, or what? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Had a good day at work. Got home, played some Magic while I waited for you to get home. Took the world's fastest poop just now. Just you know.
Wow,
just forced it out.
That was a poop?
Yeah, dude. You ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
I mean, a long time ago, but yeah.
You know how when they power up?
Yeah.
They like, they're like, ugh! That was me on the toilet just now. So.
Wow, that's intense. I feel sorry for your porcelain prince.
No, it's okay. The only issue is that it like, I was pushing so hard I levitated a little bit, and so now I'm gonna have to maybe, like go on America's Got Talent or something and find a way to monetize that.
Oh, okay then. I don't really have a response to that. that's
alrighty, Foxfox, let's get into it, my dude.
For sure. Just real quick, I want to ask the chat: is everyone's voice and everything sound okay? How's the audio? It's like the one thing I can't actually test myself.
You can, but it's really convoluted.
Yeah, I really don't know how to do that. Like, I got StarCraft music, I can hear you, I can hear myself. There's too much going on.
Yeah, you have to add like a second audio channel that doesn't get captured by OBS. Otherwise, you get this like hellscape of just repeating sound over and over again.
Oh, that's always fantastic. All right, well, Snipe says it's good, so sounds good to me. All right, well, let's get into it. First game up, we have... Oh, boy. What game did I click on? Well, I guess it'll be a surprise for everyone.
It'll be the players versus fighting spirit.
I'm okay with that. Okay, all right. Well, I knew Avanhokie was one of them, so we'll go ahead and start with him. We have a red Protoss, tier 3-ish, or however the tiers are going to work. I'm not even sure. But it's my good friend Avanhokie.
Alrighty, sweet. And let me introduce my favorite race in the bottom right-hand corner, spawning as the purple Zerg. We have Cantshoot.
Who's also another fun guy to play with. I played quite a bit with each one of these guys. Although Avanhokie was gone for a long time. So we'll see if he kept up his Brood War practicing here in the preseason.
Yeah, I can't help but think that Cantshoot is at a little bit of an advantage so far, because he does have Purple Zerg, which means that all of his units are invisible when they're on creep. Just impossible to see.
That's a fair
that's
point.
kind of an unfair
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, it's just completely.
Might have
they're
to
all
shit tab it,
completely
you know?
invisible.
Turn them blue.
At least with Dark Templar, you can see the blur, but with Purple Zerg, you can't see anything. Alrighty, man. Well, it looks like we're going for a Nexus first. Because if it wasn't a Nexus first, we'd be really super crazy late on any kind of building from avanhokie here. So that's pretty interesting way to open up, especially considering that Overpool and Ninepool are fairly strong options versus that, and not necessarily the most uncommon builds out there.
Scout. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right.
So
I think my answer is here now. He has not been keeping up with the practicing of Brood War. Oh my.
Yeah, definitely not. That's a very very late forge.
I mean, he probably should have went for the Nexus first, because we don't have a pool here. We went Hatch first for the Purple Zerg.
Yeah, Nexus first as a Protoss player too is, I don't know if people realize, but it's like a really massive economic boost.
Oh, it always is.
Pretty insane, actually.
Even for the Terran with our CC first. I was going to say, if he went for Nexus first, it wouldn't have been so bad, because let's go Nexus after the one cannon, so that's fine. This is like group stages, it's all best of ones. So cheese is definitely, even an economic cheese.
I cheesed a lot.
Should be decently common in these games. Oh yeah, I was cheesed plenty.
I feel bad though, because the one game that I lost, I went 9 full speed, and my opponent went 2 gates. So it's just like, all right, well, I lose. There's literally no way for me to win this game at this point. So
yeah, tough life.
Everyone playing pretty standard so far, it looks like. So I think we got the gas after the 3rd hatch. So this might be a 3-hatch Spire build with just like the delayed gas, which means you're going to lose that one Overlord. But this also could be a 3-hatch Hydra variant, which is, I would assume, pretty strong at these levels, since from Protoss the response can be very overwhelming to know whether or not you need to make a bunch of cannons or you just want the 3 cannons, and then it's just a difficult build to hold off like pretty much the entire time. But when you're kind of lower level and you don't have the knowledge behind you as well, it can be extra difficult to hold on.
Oh, definitely loses that scouting probe right away too. So that is it's never a good sign for the Protoss.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal actually. If I was Cantshoot, oh, he is doing it. Okay, I was gonna say I would hold position. Lings on the ramp so that way the probe can't get through. Now it looks like there might be a hole in there for the probe to slip on through, but it's got so little HP that if it tries to go for the main, it's still gonna die just from the sides.
It's never gonna make it. And that's a bummer too, because he did throw down that den immediately, and then down goes that probe. Looks like it didn't have room to get up, otherwise it wouldn't have turned around.
The pathing got blocked, so it's a very nice little positioning there for Cantshoot. So you're in the dark here, so you're forced to make another 2 cannons, in my opinion. You need a minimum of 3 when the Hydras arrive, and you really want 4 as the Hydras arrive.
Well, it looks like we have a probe position to slam down a couple if he ever gets the money, but we're going Stargate right away.
This is kind of weird because you want the Stargate sooner than this in order to get your Corsair across the map, like right before the Hydras arrive. So we're not going to have that. The second gate came down though, so perhaps with additional Zealot production early on, you're going to be able to make that work, like the defense work, which is having a little bit of extra meat on the side of your army there. We are only just now starting Hydralisk production here. These 2 Zealots moving out is going to be pretty much a godsend for avanhokie, because he's going to be able to see that there's Hydras already.
Yep.
And this is a huge scout.
That's exactly what he needed. I think that's what he sent him for. So figure out what the heck is going on over there. Oh,
Oh man,
Could have gotten that
Hydra.
Hydra. What a bummer. He's going for the drone zone. I can't blame him. But unfortunately, not going to get any of them. That's. Ooh,
I think normally you would want to go for the drones if this was like more of a normal build. But you see 3-hatch Hydra, and you know that Hydras are going to be coming. I would have rather seen him fight some of the units, so that way it takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of this push here. Now, I'm not a very big fan of what's going on with this wall here, because like there's not enough room for another cannon underneath most of these cannons. I think there's one underneath the third one that's just coming in. There might be, I guess there's some room here for some more cannons, but 3 cannons.
He's got a lot of area blocked. He needs to shove more in the front there. I'd like to see 2 right on top of the 2 he just placed.
And I don't think 3 cannons is actually enough here, so we're going to need to see additional cannons here. Although I like the redundant pylons, I think I'd rather have them placed a little bit differently.
Yeah, well, he does have at least a second gate here, so he's pooping out zealots. Decent amount, but unfortunately slow zealots. It's just tough to fight against Hydras.
Yeah.
He's got to back himself and sacrifice.
This is enough Hydras where this becomes kind of an issue.
Now, I mean, the cannons are doing work right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't like the way that Cantshoot was doing this, because he kind of just took the cannon fire while he was dealing with the zealots, which is something he didn't need to do. Now, he could have pushed in here, sniped off these 3 cannons, and just won the game outright. And we have the rallies in a kind of a funky spot as well here. But we really need to start doing some damage here, because it looks like, well, actually though, so Cantshoot is going for a macro follow-up here, so this isn't too bad. This is probably too many Hydralisks produced. You wouldn't want to go...
I mean, he could bust with what he's got now. Oh my god, he just denied the +1.
Just stopped the +1,
Oh my goodness.
Of course,
and he's killing Overlords too. I mean, we're supply blocked here.
Yeah, I was going to say, this Corsair
the Hydra rally
back here at home.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, we did force, what, 4, 5, 6 cannons. There's a bunch of extra pylons there as well here. The follow-up push isn't going to be super duper strong, because it's going to take a while for avanhokie to really get a big army behind this. And going on to 5-hatch with some additional dronage, 5-hatch fights reasonably well versus this type of composition here. But man, do I wish these drones are mining. We got 4 drones just
at the third. Bit of a bummer for sure.
Now, I don't know what the tech is. Can we see research being done? Yeah, you can. So we don't have Lurker on the way, but I really wish we did. One of the best ways that you can kind of stuff this Protos's plan to get back into the mid game is just get Lurker really quick if you're going to get this fast layer anyways, because once you have Lurker, your opponent has to go Robo in order to deal with it. They're going to be going Templar because that's like the way that you or the tech route that you kind of want to. What the heck? We're getting +1 armor on the forge. Oh no, we're double forged. Okay, never mind. But anyways,
and well, we got 8 zealots running into the third here. Nothing to defend.
Yeah, this third is gonna die too. This is actually
if he just jumps on it, yeah, that's toast.
The Hydras did not even see that move out. Which
yeah,
is
no, he went around.
That's kind of why you want to place your units at the choke as opposed to kind of like further back like that. All right, these Hydras fighting uphill versus these Zealots is really reducing their effectiveness.
Yeah,
but they are missing shots a lot.
But having a minute choke is always good. You know, 2 Zealots attacking versus 10 Hydras attacking is in your favor. Losing that hatch is a bummer, though.
It's actually a massive deal because you're losing a ton of mining efficiency from this. And Zerg really wants to, for the mid-game, have powered up a ton as far as your drone count goes, and then you just produce infinite units, you know? Like, obviously, Protoss is going to be extremely cost-effective with all their units because they have splash damage, and Storm is just super oppressive when you don't have, like, Lurker and a good Hydra spread and stuff like that. So you really want to have macroed up by now. But as you can see, you know, by losing that base and then the additional fact that we've been producing like random amounts of hydras at random times, we've got double the supply right now for avanhokie, and he's already got his robo on the way. So at this point, Lurker is probably not going to be enough to save him, because if you look, man, avanhokie has got like just insane probe saturation. The one real big issue for me is that he should really prioritize a third, because like look how many probes are at the natural. It's like 4 million.
Yeah, he's got over 24 mining at the main also.
Yeah. So we need to figure out a game plan here.
And he's still cranking them out too, so you gotta hand it to him, and he's certainly not cutting back on his workers. Moving up to a ton of gates. We got 5, 8, 9. He's gotta be feeling good about where he's at. Oh, and these storms could be huge.
Oh my, they are pretty huge so far. We do have a couple of muta on the field here, but this is not enough to stop such a massive number of hydras, or I mean of zealots. But I guess, you know, avanhokie is just patiently playing this, trying to get some storms on here so it can soften up the hydra numbers. Some decent hydra movement actually here going on so far, but we're just so far behind right now still. I'm actually curious what the plan for these mutalisks are. Looks like we're going to be going for a probe harassment or something.
I don't know about diving the main. We got a storm here. I dodged most of it.
You can do this, like, so. Oh my, Hydra just suiciding in the middle of the map here. But so mutas are really good to add on to your army, because you can use it to snipe out all of the High Templar, and then it's just, you know, Hydras versus Zealots, and that's a pretty easy fight usually.
Whoa! What's up? Madden Ho? Thanks for the host, brother.
Oh,
appreciate it.
Madden Ho.
Welcome, everybody.
But look at this. So we still have Sayer production available. Like haven't killed the Stargate or anything like that. So these Sayers are bruising up these mutas pretty well here. And then there's also just so many gates. Yeah, I was gonna say there's so many gates. The goons are gonna be able to deal with this eventually here. Now, please don't storm your own probes.
Yeah, I would love to see a counterattack with all these Zealots and Templar in the middle.
Massive amount of units just kind of chilling.
I mean, there is nothing at the natural. The third is super. Well, I mean, we have 6 Hydras at the third. Gotta control the Zealots here. Move on in.
This is a lot. It looks like avanhokie did have a scouting zealot running around, so that's pretty good. You know, he finds his base eventually. This is not a base that you expect to be taken so early, considering the state of the game earlier. So yeah. So it's forgivable that this one kind of was up and doing its own thing for a while. But yeah, Cantshoot is in a great spot. I mean, avanhokie's in a great spot.
Yeah, he's gonna lose all of his Templar here to these mutas, so he's got nothing to fight him. Oh, big storm! Oh, huge storm!
Nice storm, heck yeah. Now, that's kind of unfortunate that we lose another storm-ready High Templar, but overall, these mutas are going to actually do a decent job pushing this army back here. A couple of goons rallying down here, but goons in small numbers not very good versus versus mutalisks.
Yeah, the mutas are so weak, though. There's just not very many of them. Only 6 left. All of them in the yellow and red.
One thing that I have to say is I think a mutalisk play in ZVP is extremely powerful and shouldn't be underestimated. But I think that Lurker is a much better way to go for lower level players because of how much APM you need as far as to be able to continue to macro while using your mutalisks, because your mutalisks are super duper essential. You really have to be cleaning up all of the High Templar with your mutas while you keep your macro up, and so doing engagements and macroing at the same time is pretty difficult.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Lurkers are just kind of like set it and forget it type units, you know? Click burrow and leave them alone.
The third is already up and instantly saturated.
Oh yeah.
We have so much saturation. We need to take like 2 more bases, honestly, because the main and the natural are about to mine out, and avanhokie really needs to make use of his economic position in the game right now. But yeah, I don't know. This is very scary for Cantshoot. He just doesn't have the army here. He doesn't have a tech advantage. You know, he doesn't have an economic advantage, and those are really the 3 types of advantage that you get at StarCraft, and you have to constantly preserve one of them.
Yeah, he's certainly on the back foot here. And oh
my gosh,
mega
storms are massive.
Yeah. Oh, there's another big one.
This is actually so funny though, because like if you look at what's going on, I think a large portion of the supply advantage for avanhokie is actually the probes.
Well, he certainly has just an outright ton of them, at least 50.
Yeah. I mean, this doesn't look like the 100 supply differential. Like, obviously the armies are larger for the Protoss than the Zerg here, but I'm not seeing like so many army units on the map that it explains that without considering that there's like 400 probes on the fucking natural and like a full saturated third.
It hasn't stopped either. The main is still cranking out probes.
Yeah, the main's still fully saturated.
Even after the muta attack, the transfer, and he just keeps pumping them out.
Yeah, so that's really good, man. avanhokie just needs to kind of prioritize a couple of different things. But like, if I was a coach, and I'm not because I'm not good enough, but if I was, this is the kind of Protoss player that I want to coach up, because all you do is you tell them, hey, just make 2 more gateways and take a base earlier. You know?
Yeah, when you have 150 minerals in the beginning, you should build something.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I mean, but think about it though. Like, you tell this guy like 3 things. Just make a base when you have more than 1,500 minerals, and make additional gateways or whatever, and instantly this guy bumps up like 250, 300 MMR.
Possibly. We don't exactly know where he's at right now. Tough to say.
Yeah, now, see, Cantshoot is doing a reasonable job, fighting this. But both the players are banking a significant amount of money. I'd really like to see, Cantshoot's having a really hard time grabbing himself another base. But honestly, at this point in time, he's not producing enough where he's like outproducing his economy, right? Like, it's not like he's starving for additional money or whatever. So he could just throw down, 1, 2 more macro hatcheries and continue to produce and try to fight his way back in the game.
Yeah, he's just gonna call it that though. They have avanhokie taking his half of the map. And you can't even get a 4th up. It's trouble. Yeah. It's trouble times.
That was a pretty decent job by both of our players here, honestly. The early game, if I had any advice to give to our players, is Cantshoot really needs, if he's going to go 3-hatch and he's going to make that many hydras, he has to get way more aggressive because you have to do more damage than just getting the 2 buildings at the front. And then for avanhokie, when you have that much money and that many probes, just expand. At the very least, just send a probe, right? And put down a nexus. And if it gets canceled, you lose a couple of minerals. But if you don't, then you just win because you've got like 4 or 5 bases going, and you can make infinity units.
Yeah, true that. I mean, it was a good showing for avanhokie. Pretty much steamrolled it there. The 3-hatch Hydra was pretty scary, though. I would have liked to seen the aggression kept up on that. I feel like he could have ended it.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, yeah, he could have definitely busted when there was only those 3 cannons coming.
But alas, live and learn. On to the next one. We're going to have avanhokie is going to be our feature player here in the first couple of games. Going to watch him play against everybody else and move on to the rest of them. And, oh, well, would you look at that. He's even going to spawn in the same location. Top right corner. Got our red Protoss. Up 1-0 in his group. It is avanhokie.
Alrighty, and pretty much identical splits from these guys as well. Even the next worker going to the same mineral patch here. So obviously we have 100% even game. The only issue really is that Deathstar is down about 200 skill points right now in the top right hand corner of our casting overlay. But I don't know if avanhokie is really going to be able to keep up the 500 skill point performance going forward here.
I would say it's likely not, but you never know.
Could you imagine though, avanhokie paid Jelizerg to play for him, or
honestly,
effort?
I don't.
It's literally just effort that can play that fast constantly.
I just don't see how anyone can. I can't even. I have to mash it as fast as I absolutely can just to even get it to 500. Let alone even actually doing something with that.
Dude, could you imagine, like, what if Effort really just does the thing that I do, where he just, like, binds all, like, sets, like, 4 hockeys and just holds them down, and he just does it the whole game, so everyone thinks he's super fast, but really he's just been APM spamming whenever he's not doing anything with the auto-repeat. Just a fraud. He's got, like, 80 APM. He's like, who is it that has, like, no APM? It's, like, Stork, right? Stork's got, like, super low APM.
Isn't it, like, 200, like, 220, something like that?
Not even that. I think Stork has like under 200 on average, right?
He's so good though. How can you possibly be that good with less than 200? That's insane.
Well, it's
Absolute
Protoss
insanity.
though, so there's
That's
a
true.
number of things that make Protoss not need so much APM. A lot of people say that it just because Protoss is easier, but really it's more that Protoss doesn't have doesn't really get that much out of spam, right? Like for Terran players, you know, all of like the small army movements.
Everything.
Like you're constantly managing everything about your army.
Literally everything.
So
Every
you just-
unit. Vultures,
you have a lot
like
of-
mines, tank siege, marines, stim. I mean, it's everything.
Exactly. And then with Zerg, you know, mutas are extremely high APM unit. Like whenever I play muta, my APM just goes up like 80. I'm not even kidding. Like 240, 260, sometimes 280 in a shorter game when I'm playing mutas. But you know, for Protoss, you don't really have units that you need to really constantly be just slightly adjusting, you know, making all those micro management decisions. And it's not so much deterministic of skill as it is just the way that the races play out, you know. And Zerg macro also requires a significant amount of APM just because you're constantly checking your hatcheries for larvae and stuff like that. You don't have a little progress bar or anything. So I think the other races just kind of inflate their APM just through the way they play a little bit more than it is skill or anything like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Well, we have a traditional gas opening here from Deathstar. He's only got 1 SCV on the gas, which would note a faster expansion. Ooh, and throws down a little eBay block on the natural. Not bad.
Yeah, that's cute.
I mean,
I like that all right.
Wasn't really prepared to throw down a Nexus just yet. Loses the SCV too, which is a bummer. Hopefully he does cancel this and doesn't lose the money.
Yeah, this is actually going to be insane, though, because we're going Robo instantly. So we're going, what, 1 base Reaver? There's no other reason to get Robo that fast, because you don't have to deal with mines quite right now. So I think that we're 100% going for 1 base Reaver, right?
Yeah, with only 1 gate, definitely.
Yeah.
If you were going Observer, you'd have 3 gates, probably.
But wait, though, avanhokie, I thought that this was just a bait probe to like show that you're pulling a probe down here to expand, and then just goes for super fast Reaver. But it looks like he actually wants to go for a Nexus here, which is going to slow down that Reaver tech pretty significantly.
Well, he does throw down the support base, so still hasn't thrown down the Nexus just yet. And starts the shuttle, too. Nexus is just a long ways away.
Is this also a bait pylon, then? And if so, you got to send that probe back. But, you know, those are all minor nitpicks here, honestly. This Reaver could just, you know, totally roll Deathstar if he's not prepared for it. And honestly, from what he's seen, what would indicate to him that he should be preparing for this? Pretty much nothing, right? Like, as a Terran player, I'm sure you'd see this build and be like, all right, he's just going for an Expo. We're good.
Yeah, I mean, really, that probe he sent down to make it look like he was throwing down a Nexus, that's when you just assume that they're expanding. The fact that he didn't is the problem for him. Because if you don't see a Nexus by around like 4 minutes, 4:15, somewhere around there, you know something's up. You need your eBay, you need your armory, like immediately. Those 2 things, because you're gonna need. It's either gonna be DTs, Reaver. It's gonna be something fishy.
Yeah, this is pretty scary. If these 2 tanks siege where they are, too, you can just drop the Reaver on top of them, kill them both, and then there's like literally nothing to kill the Reaver. You can just win.
Well, I mean, he's got the bunkers there, so you can't just like sit there with a shuttle. The Marines will shoot it.
Oh yeah. I don't know why. I just when I look at bunkers in this matchup, I just completely disregard them because they just.
Oh, bunkers are everything, man.
Yeah.
Bunkers are amazing.
But it's just Marines are so bad in this matchup, so
it's true.
I never think I never think, oh man, there's Marines in that bunker.
They're not bad.
Better watch
they're
out.
in a bunker though. They're pretty solid when they're in there. We did go Academy
Very
though,
true.
so we're getting our comm set so we can try and figure out what's going on. But he's gonna find out before all that stuff is done.
Yeah, we don't have anything prepared in the natural or in the main rather.
Siege mode,
If we drop the main, it's a big deal.
Well, hopefully,
and then
he sees
even
the
this
shuttle
natural
coming
can
in
take some
and just
reavers.
moves it.
Here we go.
I mean, there's no goon follow up here. All right, starting off with a 2-shot Scarab. Ooh, picks it up before he gets the other Scarab off. Oh no, all the SCVs are blocking the ramp. Oh, he doesn't go for the tank.
That was a cute little drop actually there.
Yeah, I would have liked it if he would have targeted the tank, to be honest.
Here we go.
Ooh,
Oh, no!
no!
This is not what I want to do!
Boy.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Dude, look at all these.
no.
How do those SCVs?
Oh,
SCVs don't
jeez.
necessarily die to splash?
Oh, he loses the Reaver too, but massive amounts of damage.
That Reaver was super worth it though.
Huge. Well, I mean, our Nexus is super late, so, I mean, he did pump out a ton of SCVs, but, oh man, he lost too many. Look at the natural. We only got 4 here.
Yeah, one thing I wish is that for Reavers, especially when they're building
more than
Scarabs,
10
there was
here.
still like the kill counter. It's so
yeah.
annoying when you
Yeah.
can't click it and see how many kills it has.
When I'm just watching replays on my own, I would definitely rewind and watch each individual kill to count, because that type of stuff just makes me so curious.
You have to like count the. You'd have to count like the supply, because I mean,
you can.
That many overlapping zealots or SCVs dying.
Well, you can like highlight them in a box. You know, you can see like, oh, there's 10 there. Scarab goes off. Now there's 5. So you lost 5. But supply works as well.
Alrighty, well, we have the Protoss secret agent making its way into the Terran main.
They really are secret agents. These things tick me off so badly.
Dude, this is like Tom Cruise, man. He's sneaking through the pipes, dude. He's gonna come down on a little rope here and disable the machine shop. No mines for you, buddy.
Like a cloaked flying detector. So ridiculous. You know,
Could you imagine if because in StarCraft 2 there's a overseer and it can disable buildings for a short amount of time. So like your little scout comes in and it like poops all over a building and that building can't produce anymore. It's pretty great.
interesting. I was not aware of that.
I think observers need to be able to like hack buildings. Sorry, factory, you're not working for 30 seconds.
Oh man, that would be a bummer.
Yeah,
That's over half a tank. By a stupid observer. And one always sits at my base. Like literally, I could have like a 35-minute game with a TVP, and there will just always be an observer at my base. I always forget to get rid of it.
Observer bug still work?
The what?
The observer bug?
Where you like put it on top of a turret or something?
Yeah, as it's building.
Yeah, I've heard of
shoot
it. I haven't seen it in action, so I couldn't say. But I've heard of it. Alright, well, we're building up to a 4th factory here, so I'm not sure if we're even going to go for a 3rd at some point. We're sending an SCV out. I don't know if this is for a scout or what.
Yeah, I don't know.
And now it's
all
coming
I
back to the
know
3rd.
is
It's
that
chasing the goons.
It might see the... Yeah.
No, I
Did it see
missed
the
it.
goons?
Oh, he just unsieged too. This is kind of a bummer. Oh,
he's moving
no.
the tanks away!
Oh, no, come back! Oh, no. No, my poor Terran heart. Oh, golly!
my gosh!
Oh, that's like 7 or so. Even has the Goliath here, but is it really any match for a Reaver? Set your Reaver back down, it'll smash it one shot. Oh, I guess not. Oh, actually, it wouldn't. A Goliath would have been at 2.
They had a goon with it, too.
Oh, you got
This is
the
a really
tanks
nice
here.
pickoff, though. The Reaver's, like, trying to get out, but he's too chubby.
Just
He's
stuck.
like, the tank is there, I can't get out on that.
Oh, he's really got
many
to
vulture
aim
kills?
for the middle of these vulture groups with the Reaver. Like, he could kill all of these with one shot.
Ooh.
Oh no, that was a poor choice.
Wow.
You're not Bisu.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Okay, well, shuttle just getting poked away by this Goliath. Oh, here we go.
Ooh, they always live.
Oh man, I thought he was gonna lose that shuttle. That was scary.
Oh,
The mine, pick it up. Oh my gosh,
Wow.
he gets out with the
skills.
kill.
Skills
This is
to pay the
awesome.
bills. And he's got the
Avanhokie.
3rd going up. It's almost finished. About to Maynard some probes, I'm sure.
Yo, is this Bisu?
No, remember when he got
Smurf
smashed
account?
by those mines?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Looking good, though. Looking good against our Terran player here. And this is why I always prefer to just make the third in my main and float it. You know, the third could have been done by now.
Yeah, that's what the
It really
Eve
should have been, to
mode
be
goes
honest.
to. He plays the better safe than sorry method of StarCraft, so it's very good. Like, he doesn't ever get super greedy or anything like that. But
Ooh.
you know, so he's always reliably getting, you know, all the things that he needs to, as opposed to me, where I just throw down hatcheries at a random base and pray that no one ever scouts it.
I play far too safe when I play Sacred. I try and survive everything. You know, I figure if I can out-survive you, I win, right? Not always
I mean,
the case.
it's not a
unfortunately.
bad way to play Terran, you know.
Well, attacking is just so difficult. I can't tell you how many times there'll be 200 armies, and I just get mine smashed. Like, you miss a scan with an Arbiter, or you don't have detection or something, or just the Zealots just get on top of your tanks somehow. Something bad always happens.
Yeah. Well,
Hard game.
alrighty, well, speaking of Arbiters, we should be seeing a Tribunal coming down soon here. We have all the tech for it, and there's no other reason really to get a single starport like this. I mean, a Stargate, rather. So we should be seeing Arbiter tech on the way soon. Kind of a missed timing as far as, like, how all the buildings came down. But that's fine, you know. As long as we get them on the field soon, that'd be pretty good. I mean, he did such catastrophic economic damage. Avanhokie's in a pretty decent spot here. And we've watched Avanhokie make all of the probes here. And he seems a bit more confident in his expanding in this matchup than he is in the ZVP.
And he immediately throws down those gates in the top left corner, too. That's something that's so hard to stop as a Terran. Is when the Protoss get gates and multiple mains. Just makes it really hard. You can't really stuff them. You know? Like, if you block off one area, you're getting hit in the back by another area.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. Like when you park, like 5 Marines and, like, a medic on top of a ramp in ZVT, you kind of are just like, well, this is my zone right now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to bring a lot of stuff to stop this. But Protoss does a much better job at fighting Terran units directly. So you're right, it is kind of difficult, especially since Terran is the defender 90% of the game due to Protoss's ability to get a very powerful economy going and just much higher mobility than the mech army.
Oh, yeah. By a lot. You'd be so careful with your tanks and where you siege them. They can't be on top of mines. You have to make sure you have other units in front of them. It's so tedious. But
Yeah,
we
man.
did get our third base up. I mean, that's where you want to be as Terran. I mean, you can take this to max out. You know, no matter how many bases the Protoss takes, it really doesn't matter once you have 3. You know, I watched a
if you get
game
that-
with Flash versus, I think it was Bisu, and Bisu literally took every other base on Fighting Spirit except for the middle. So it was 9 base to 3, and Flash won.
Now, one thing I kind of don't like about Deathstar's build is he only has the single armory going right now. So his max out is not going to be... I mean, it's not going to be nearly as powerful without having the +2 attack for his mech. I mean, that's such an incredibly important upgrade for tanks to be able to fight against a maxed Protoss army here. I think Avanhokie is going to be 200, and, you know, you're going to have a really hard time killing units fast enough to not just die to that.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, he's already banking up. He's supply blocked right now, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, I mean, I think our build got a little wonky here when we lost all these SCVs with the Reaver drop. So, I mean, we just finished our starport. Our facility's just now on the way. 1-1 is done before the starport was done. That's not something
I was thinking that Deathstar was in a pretty dominant position until the second go-around of the Reaver drop got, like, an insane amount of value. Like, the first one was a really good drop, don't get me wrong, but the second drop really did a huge number on holding Deathstar back in this late game here. Because he did have a significantly larger army than Avanhokie, and I was thinking that maybe a timing could really do some massive damage or even end the game from Deathstar.
Well,
but, you know...
We're at 150. No special timing has occurred. We just decided it was time to go. So we'll see how this turns out. The shuttle is empty, so that's kind of funny. Flies right over these tanks and does nothing. Zealots get
The Zealots were
evaporated.
fighting. Yeah, they were fighting alone. The Dragoons, the vast majority of the Dragoons, there's even still Dragoons not fighting. If the Goons were with that army, this Terran army would be crushed. I mean, there's still Goons left on the field, but the tank count hasn't gone down. Sure, we killed all the Vultures, but you have to fight with your whole army.
Yeah, that was a big game. I mean, he started up 40 supply and is now up 20. So I call it a win for our Terran player.
Yeah.
And plus, he got that looming army that was just outside his natural out. But here comes the next wave of tech. The Arbiter is out, and all these Goliaths are right here. Oh, we got to pounce on this. Well, I guess the AI will take care of it for you. Does he get it? Oh, it's
the
huge.
last shot.
Losing the first Arbiter is such a bummer. You know,
it takes so long to get the energy from those guys.
So long. I think Arbiters take the longest of any unit in Brood War to build. And then not only that, once they're done, you still gotta wait for the energy. It's so absurd.
Yeah, feels pretty bad, man. Now, avanhokie, though, man, the one thing he really just needs to do is make more Nexi. He has so many probes. It's the stupid number of probes, and he could just have all the money, but he's being really, gate-kept by his mineral now.
These tanks, he spotted that they were in siege. Gets the Zealots on top of him in the bottom. Oh boy, these tanks are evaporating.
Dude, this is insanely bad for Deathstar right now. This is his game, potentially.
Yeah,
at this point, because gotta have those tanks, man.
Yeah, getting the tanks reset is just a horrible feeling. It takes so long. He's got 2 machine shops. That's it. I mean, theoretically, you want 1 for every gas you have, so you should have a 3rd one. But even still, I mean, when you're pumping out 2 tanks at a time, I think it's like 53 seconds for it to. Oh, he's gonna lose this vessel.
Kill Wessel. Kill Wessel. Wessel's dead. I hate science vessels, man.
Oh man, yeah. TBZ, they're pretty good. Pretty good.
But I mean, look, if you're avanhokie here, don't you just take another 2 bases or another base? There's no way that Deathstar's gonna push for.
It looks like that's what he's
10
doing.
years.
He's got the probe positioned at the 9 o'clock. He's got Zealots patrolling at the other bases, making sure that the Terran doesn't sneak one out. And we're drying up now. I mean, really, that was a bad attack. We really should have macroed a lot more. Like I said, you can max out on 3 base, no problem, and that's really where you want to be. Because once you're at 200 with your upgrades, you should be able to, if controlled correctly, run over the Protoss.
Yeah, I mean, you can split map at that point too. Like once you've got a max army with 2-1 upgrades, you can take your bases. All right. Well, where are the Arbiters?
Well, we're maxed, I think, is the problem.
We
do have two gate Arbiter happening now. Only 1 on the field, and it does have enough for his stasis, so that's cute. But honestly, we're up so much in supply right now. We could just start moving, change all the rallies of the gateways to the Terran Nat, and call it a day.
Yeah, I mean the Terran right now needs more tanks. We're too Vulture heavy. We're to really engage such a massive Protoss army right now.
Oh, and we got a flank coming underneath this as well.
The Protoss army is engaging segmentedly, though. I mean, they're coming in like control group at a time.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty slow. He actually keeps a lot of his tanks alive here. It's nice. D-Matrix is, I would argue, the wrong tank. The one he should have is the one with 1 HP. I can't believe it survived. Oh, loses that one. And no scans, but we do have the Vessel. Vessel is something I lack in a lot of my TVP games. So good for him for having that out there to detect. You need detection against these things. Ooh, money stasis.
Yeah,
that's
literally 1 tank left in this army at the top here.
Well, we've got some more coming up in the bottom, but both players kind of leaving units behind, and I can sympathize with that. It's so hard to collect all of your units together in this game.
Dude, I can't sympathize with any
freaking
guys.
The mines,
Zerg, all right.
We stasis the tank here as a mine is being drug into it, so it kind of saved the tank, actually. Good job with that stasis. Appreciate that. But we just don't have enough money and production.
Oh, God. Some of these mines have been crazy, though. Is there not a observer here? It's like way up top.
Yeah,
no wonder
it's
they're
too far high. Well, I mean, he kind of kills the big army that was in the center. We don't have any Goliaths left to deal with the Arbiters, though, and that's going to cause a problem. Look at all of the Zealots.
But look at this. avanhokie should have a massive bank at this point, because of the fact that he just didn't have bases, he hasn't been able to farm enough minerals to really crush on through this Terran.
Oh my god. Oh, these mines. 2 mines have hit the Zealot clump. Look how low they are. Yeah, he's definitely having a tough time getting all of his.
This vulture just walked
together.
in and got 2 kills instantly.
Yeah, well, I mean, these Zealots were one shot, and he's going to lose the rest for free. So, I mean, he's definitely fighting effectively. We just, I'm just not sure we're going to be able to get a 4th. And a 4th is really important at this section. I mean, when you're past 20 minutes, you need another CC. I would have built
Here's
one of the natural,
though,
trying to float it to the 3.
The supply is starting to even up. The Arbiters got kind of reset on their energy and everything like that. And, you know, we could potentially kill this natural if the Protoss opponent is not able to stop this pretty soon here. Getting tanks outside this natural is pretty dang good.
Problem is, the natural's slightly pointless at this point. When it's mined out, we have full upgrades already, so these forges are useless. The only thing that's really hindering is the rallies, but it's like I was talking about earlier. You can set up shop here, but we have gates on the other side of the map, so... Oh man, throwing away these Arbiters is really bad, though. This should not be happening.
Yeah. These are big stasises, though. But yeah, you really need to just get them in and get them out.
He saves the one. Oh my god, the Arbiter is killing vessels.
I cannot believe we still don't have a mineral bank at all for avanhokie, though. That's wild.
Yeah, he's certainly spending all of his money on all 6 bases. It's pretty good. Okay, yeah, when this stasis comes off and gets all these units annihilated, I think that's going to be about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Deathstar... I guess he feels like he has to save that army, and he kind of does.
He does,
but,
but it's not going to happen.
But, I mean, there's no way to do it, yeah. That's the kind of the issue.
I'm surprised it was GG right there, to be honest. There's not really any coming back from this.
Yeah.
He's trying, though. He's fighting a good fight.
Can't fight a very good fight without, you know, tanks, though, unfortunately. We've only got 3 here.
Oh, yeah, but Vultures are pretty good against Zealots. I mean, look at all those guys. They just got mowed down.
Yeah, I actually am a little confused on why we're producing Zealots, honestly.
Well, you always need Zealots. Always. But,
yeah, but you need goons, though.
Yeah, you need more goons than 4. That's for sure. I mean, especially when you've killed all the tanks. Vultures do nothing to goons. Nothing. Oh, we didn't get our mines set up either. This is going to be a clobber house. Oh, yeah. Man, we're missing scans too. All of our vessels are gone. There it goes.
Dude, these stasises have been massive this game.
Well, to be honest, actually, that last stasis got 3 vultures
those are zealots.
And 4 zealots.
Oh, I didn't realize it zealots until just a second ago.
Well, avanhokie playing pretty
good. Crushing through this group, man.
Yes, he is. It's going to leave him at 2 wins. Going to leave us at 2 wins there over 1 Zerg and 1 Terran player. I wonder if he's going to play against the Protoss. Wouldn't that be nice? View. Up against View next. And actually, View, I believe, is a Terran. So, we're going to lose out on that also. Yes,
right,
I knew avanhokie was going to win as soon as he spammed up to 500. It's tough to spam with the 500, man. Like, for real. If you're not holding down a hotkey, that is a lot of clicking.
Yeah, well, it's time to get out the footy pajamas, the hot cocoa, nice pillow, maybe, get the gaming chair out and put it in recline, because this is going to be a long one, as all TBTs tend to be.
Well, no, this one is
Watch me be wrong.
This one's another TVP. Avanokie's still going strong.
I said TBT.
No. View is a Terran. I was hoping for Avanokie to do the full race round, play against the Protoss, but it's just not in the cards. And Cero, yeah, we are very optimistic, man. When you watch some low-level matches, you never know what can happen. Let me tell you.
Oh, there's been some that have just blown my mind.
I agree,
What is
man.
happening? None of this makes any sense.
I agree. Oh, and Avanokie finally getting a new starting location. He's going to be up in that top left corner as our red. Has he been red every time also? I believe so. Wow. RNG, right? Good times.
Alrighty, well, I feel like Leafs had a good point, Last game, Avanokie was up to 500 points at the beginning of the game, so it was his opponent was basically doomed.
Absolutely. I mean, he's about to hit 400 APM here, and that's going to be almost a death blow, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty low.
It passes him up.
Oh my god! You have more skill points. All right, well, game over.
I like how
Sorry, Avanokie. Looks like you had a good run, but what can you say, man? You're almost 100 skill points below your opponent here. That's a completely objective determining factor in this game.
I like how you call these skill points. I'd like to see them spend it into a tree, like a supply depot. Spending those skill points, Here, Avanokie is spending them on an idle probe. That's unfortunate.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Was this a 10-10-10? It was. Alright, so we're going for quick factory play here.
Dude, 10-10-10 is the most fun name for a build ever.
I do enjoy it. I did it for a while until Nyokin convinced me not to. He's like, just don't.
I wish I had like a really thick Asian accent, so it sounded extra cool. Oreo, 10-10-10.
Got two little problems here. We scouted the middle, make sure we didn't have any cheese coming, but then he turned to the bottom left. Looked like he was going to get the first scout off, and that would have been fairly annoying for the Terran. I mean, when your barracks isn't even done, the probe is in here, just get annoying.
Obviously a Beyonce fan here, then? No?
What, to the left?
Left.
I was like, is that where he's going with this? To the left? Okay, fair enough. I got our factory coming down, and uh-oh! 2-gate on the Protoss side. Honestly, this build annoys the tits out of me.
How many tits do you have inside of you?
A lot.
Are you like Jeffrey Dahmer? Like you murder people and eat their tits?
Oh no, I don't murder them. I just eat them. Like we do a chloroform. Get them in the tub. There was a running gag with like missing kidney.
Watch you eating their tits.
Well, they're sleeping.
So
you put them in the tub, cut off the tits, and then
organ farmer.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
You got like a bunch of really gorgeous women on your payroll to like get dudes drunk and then steal their kidneys. Except for in this case, it's get women drunk and steal their tits.
Yes.
Or do you just get fat men drunk and steal their tits?
That's like a backup. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like if you can't get the prime, it's like USDA prime, right? That's like the lowest of the low when it comes to cuts. But if you can, you go for the Kobe tits.
The Kobe? Dude, I think the wife just gave me a salad with no dressing. I'm a little upset right now.
Oh, so you mean a bowl of leaves?
Yes. It's awful.
Are you like Littlefoot right now? You about to eat that?
I mean, it's like green leaf lettuce too. Like, so it kind of does look like a tree star, to be honest. looks like this SCV not gonna make it in. Well, maybe. Maybe. You never know. Oh no, we got a goon blocking the ramp, so. But it's that magic number 420, and there is no Nexus. So we should know right now something is going on. It's like one of the first things to learn in TVP is to watch out for garbage. Because Protoss players are garbage, man. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Wow, 2019, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely still races around 2019. This tank go to the wrong place unless we're just.
He got tucked by the Marines. They all tried to go down the ramp at the same time, but the Marines got that fat booty dough, so they blocked that ramp. You know.
We'll see what happens. A lot of Marines. Oh, save this tank! Save this tank! Save this tank!
It's like a It's like a Kardashian buttload of Marines, man.
Oh my God! 1 HP on this other goon. That's so upsetting. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
No!
Oh shit!
Oh, he's gonna get the vulture.
We got him. Get the second tank.
Oh my God! He's getting everything.
It's all over.
He's kept every goon alive too, except that first one.
Avanhokie's got 30 more skill points now. There is no overcoming this advantage.
Look at these goons. They have no health. No, just shoot it with the vulture. Screw the mines. They have no health. Just shoot them.
You don't even have to shoot them. You can bump into these goons and they just fall over and die. Wow.
Where are the rest of the goons though? We only had 4. That's it.
We'll stop production.
Oh, for the Nexus? I mean, the game was over. What is 8 Marines gonna do against goons? Now we're getting vultures onto the map, so oh my goodness, he's committing these goons over there. This is dangerous, but we gotta get our mines out. But no mines here. This is trouble.
Tank, no mine.
Yeah, this is trouble. No bunker.
Oh my.
Well, they do have another tank coming. It's not quite out. Unfortunately, we're going to lose all of these Marines by the time that tank comes out.
Man, this story is so bad right now.
Oh no, bad siege. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Oh, was it technically on high ground there? Oh my goodness. He gets another goon away with 2 HP. This is crazy.
Oh, but we do have a vulture in the main.
Yeah, it's got to lay the mine though. Oh, it's not doing anything. Oh, well, it's dead.
It's not going to recoup. Oh, okay, see ya.
It's dead. Well, I mean, this one goon is one shot. So that's a plus, I guess.
Man, the story of you in this game right now is so sad. I feel like Bob Dylan would write a song about it or something.
Interesting eBay block. So I guess we're just going to siege this tank up on the high ground, which should let him live. The game should continue. Fortunately, the Protoss already has their Nexus up. They haven't lost any probes. I mean, 11 supply up when we're one basing. That's a lot. And we almost did a rack scout a la TVT.
You gotta land that racks, make your academy, fire bats, get all the probes. Easy game, easy life.
I agree. Because why not? Oh, so it looks like the game will continue for now. Moving up to a 3rd factory. I mean, do you really just pop down 2 more and just 5-fact at this point? You know, like I feel like that would be the play.
Yeah, I got nothing, man. Oh my gosh, the mine!
The first mine killed the second one, otherwise that would have been huge. Oh!
We're trying to Bisu it!
Oh, you got so lucky on that one.
Just giving away the goons.
Oh, I just like how the tank's annihilated
flash
it.
sale.
He's trying to be cute with mines, steps into tank fire.
Dies.
Oh, View definitely has the protection ring enabled here. We got tanks and turrets going around everywhere. it's just kind of losing these stray vultures on the map. Not a good time. Well, gets another free goon. And the other ones just aren't moving.
Oh,
okay. There they go.
These goons are on Steam sale, man.
Steam sale's so great, they're free. What do we got going over here? Oh man, we have got like all VTech already. We've got the Robo, the Temple of Archives, Stargate. We got everything going on. Made a shuttle, so I guess it's Bulldog with no Zealot time? Are we elevatoring?
Wait, how do you Bulldog without a Reaver or Zealots versus this many tanks?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, you can't. This is a lot of tanks.
You know what? I bet you a Reaver was trying to come through here. Or something, or like an Observer was trying to come through the warp gate at the very last second. The shuttle was like, fuck you! Jumps into the warp gate, ends up over here.
This is just not gonna work. We've had 6 goons trying to make something happen. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did I say 6? I meant 5.
5 goons.
Oh my, what are you doing? This is not gonna work. Oh, the mine drag! Oh, he's all on top of mines! Whoa!
Well, the tanks just freaking one-shot him.
Yeah, didn't even have a chance.
No
And
mines.
lose the shuttle. Whoo! avanhokie, what has happened? This is not the micro I was expecting after that last game.
He just got a job at the Salvation Army. He's trying real hard to work on his.
Yeah, I mean, look at his skill points. They're just so low right now.
Yeah.
I think he used them all on traits that just were not beneficial for this matchup. Like, why would you spend your skill points on elevatoring goons against 8 tanks? Meanwhile, View made his 3rd CC. I imagine he's going to float it over very soon. Had a double expand out of the Protoss here.
Dude, is this the luckiest freaking goon ever, or what? He was just sitting on the top of that ramp taking shot after shot.
Oh,
Tons
yeah.
of misses.
Still can't kill a tank, though.
It was close, though. Look how much damage he did to that tank. There's 2 tanks out of siege. Doing massive DPS to him, but...
Their DPS is higher, unsieged as well.
Yes, it is. They actually shoot absurdly fast.
No, they don't.
What are you talking about?
No, they don't.
So fast.
Hydras shoot absurdly fast. Marines shoot absurdly fast. Tanks do not.
Are you kidding me?
Probably
They do 30 damage a
probably
shot.
the slowest attack in the game.
Nah, dog.
Well, we're landing this CC. We should get a Maynard of SCV. You know, so Maynard's the SCV count actually really low. There's nothing natural.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the main. I was like, yeah, there's a lot. What are you talking about? And then I realized, yeah, there's like 5 Marine, or let's see. Yeah, 6 on mineral.
He actually Maynarded some from the main to the natural, and then he was taking some from the natural to the 3rd, and then turned them around and took it back to the natural.
I'm so confused. Either way, though, the main is way oversaturated.
Yeah, the main has a lot, especially for this point in the game.
Yeah, you really want to equalize the number of SCVs on your mineral lines because, you know, if you lose a mineral line, that's... Yeah, I mean, you'd rather stay on 3 base mining for as long as possible.
Exactly. And Protoss is just kind of willy-nilly taking all these bases. We can't do much about it. Thanks for the Apollo Maximaton. So, and he can secure that 5th for free. But we got a tank move out here.
Yeah, but
if this is just a secure area in the mid,
move out,
or what's going to happen with this? Not many zealots, not many vultures though either.
Yeah, this is scary, dude.
Oh my goodness! And we're just
this is only tanks.
Yeah, this is.
Oh
no! What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my God! He sieged and then unsieged and then re-sieged. Oh no! What is happening? Oh, this is painful. Oh, I think I just had a stroke.
Why did we stop?
Oh.
Why did we stop going?
I don't know. I mean, goons against only tanks is not good. But yeah, now they're cloaked. And yeah, this will probably be fine, to be honest. Oh, okay, we had a scan.
What's the scan on one zealot?
But
and it still gets
three zealots is enough to clean this up. I mean, to be honest, and now everything's unsieged again. It's just coming in.
And the scan is gone now.
There you go. Get these tanks resieged.
Keep
the
moving.
vultures out here.
Keep those zealots moving. Drag the mines.
We gotta back everything up, homeboy. Get it back.
All right. Well, in the meantime, Avanhokie's got like 7 million bases.
Yeah, we're about to plop down the 5th. We got gates at the new main, which we talked about earlier, being horrible for Terran. You know, things are looking so good. I thought our Terran player was going to come back after that very scary time in the beginning.
I gotta say though, while there's a little downtime here, I love when you're like, "What are we doing?" It's like my favorite. Whenever you get that voice going, it makes me laugh so hard, dude.
I mean, I can't help but get worked up when I see, 13 tanks on their own moving into a pile of zealots on just move command. It's like the worst thing in the world. And then he sieged and unsieged tanks, so they didn't even shoot. only to resiege again afterwards. Where are our vultures here? What is happening? Oh, it's just painful watching all these zealots just kill every single SCV of the third.
My god! Like 2 zealots just mind dragged a bunch of crap at the natural. Got like 1 million kills on tanks.
Oh, for real? I missed it. I was too busy watching these zealots just eat alive this base for absolutely free. Absolutely free. 7 kills on a zealot, 7 kills on another one, 3 on another one. This is just lunacy.
Yeah, View. Come on, View. What are we doing, View?
Get excited, man. Like StarCraft. Oh my god, we're doing it again.
I do too, dude.
We're doing it
I
again.
know exactly what you mean.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh no! Well, this might work in our favor, actually.
Okay. Yeah, the goons are just gonna.
This might work in our favor! Goons are not good!
They're like, Dad, give it to me.
Okay.
View's like, take it, boy.
Okay. And so he trades, what, 1 tank for 3 zealots and like 8 goons? It's not the worst.
Here's the problem, though.
Problem is, we don't have a third base anymore. What happened to the CC? It's moving to the 12 o'clock? Oh my goodness. This is a bit ambitious. Oh.
Yeah, but how are you gonna win versus this Arbiter? You know? Nothing here shoots up.
Nope.
It's all over.
I mean, we don't even have any of our beautiful mine clears here. We're in trouble. That's about what I can say. We're in trouble. Well, yeah, I mean, he's backing him up. I mean, we're about to camp the Nat, but all this stuff just eating up the tanks. Oh, this is... You know, this happens to me, so I can't be too critical.
Yeah,
I hate it when stuff like this happens. Yeah. You just move it underneath an Arbiter thinking nothing's there. Oh, just kidding.
At this point, though, it's like, whatever, you know. You could lift all those buildings and still have the same chances that he has right now in this game. Dude, it's 2 base with 1 mineral patch in the main versus 5 base Protoss.
How many SCVs do we have mining this? 11. Oh, 12! There's 24! 24 SCVs mining the single patch.
Oh my god. Dude, that patch is like getting totally gangbanged right now. Oh, my god, look at this! Did you see it wide out?
No. Oh, with all the SCVs like flowering,
Yeah.
doing their dance, their flower dance. Meanwhile, we're losing all of our army here in the middle, and yeah, there it is. I'm about to say, that's got to be about it. Avanhokie, clean sweep of the group. Congratulations to you. Well done. Just giving everybody else a 0-1 start. Oh, man. Bummer.
Yeah. Well, hope, and you know what? With enough practice and you know, dedication, maybe one day he'll be able to play a race that takes a little bit of skill. So,
you know, exactly. Well said. Although, really, in 2019, my goodness. You know what? Actually, there is a PvP match if they actually played it. Oh, and they did! All right. We're going to clean out the group with Avanhokie. 46 messages were deleted by a moderator. What the fuck just happened?
I think they're trying to post links.
Oh. Yeah, I should probably allow that.
I think it's just auto, yeah.
Yeah, and then it deletes all of his previous messages. Yeah, sorry, Dirk. No links. Yes. Shampoo, is it considered being mannered to be racist against Protoss? I have a feeling you would agree with that. Oh boy. Give me 1 second.
Oh, the L Master Discord. L Master Discord's a great place for new players to go. But I think it's so funny because L Master's pretty decent at like analyzing other people's games, but then when he loses his own games, it'll be like he'll have like 7 mutalisks that he watches like the entire time and like doesn't macro, and then he'll analyze the replay and be like, man, these 7 mutalisks didn't do enough.
Yeah, I'm actually not a part of his Discord, guys, so I'm not even going to be able to do that.
I can link it. Just mod me.
Okay. How do I do that?
You just right-click my name here.
Where's your name?
And then lightning bolt button.
Band user? Is that how you do it?
That's one way to go about it, I guess.
I'm not. It says add friend, whisper, ban, timeout.
There's a lightning bolt button.
No, there isn't. There's a cancel button and a clock button.
Wait, am I already a mod?
Yep, looks like it.
Wait, hold on, can I ban someone? No. Wait. Oh, I can ban people. Okay, so I'm already a mod.
What?
Oh, Shampoo used his wrench powers.
How does he have a wrench? What is staff? What does that even mean?
He works for Twitch.
Bro, you work for Twitch? Since when?
How did you not know that?
Bro, I don't know things. Come on now. I didn't go to college.
No, if he wanted to, Shampoo his position is like
he
could just shut down
now?
Twitch. No, he could shut down all of Twitch.
All of Twitch?
Right now.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude. Might have to shut down all of
powerful.
Twitch right now. Might have to shut down all of Twitch right now. Like, what else are you doing with your life? Hosting $200 StarCraft tournaments every 2 weeks? I mean, come on.
Just tie him down to a table. You know, get like a laser and threaten to erase all of his tattoos.
Oh God, we got Rock in here? I thought it was past his bedtime. Woo!
Or even worse, threaten to give him tribal tattoos.
All right, let's get into this next one here before we're up until 8 a.m. doing this. For way less than that. I'll give you a head side up penny.
Just get him a nice bottle of single malt.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be good. Well, avanhokie going to the bottom of the screen this time and changing up the colors. He is now the white Protoss, not to be confused with Snail in the teal in the top left. Going to be a PvP this time. Let's see if Snail can take him down. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching Snail back in like season 3. I think he had like joined up late or something. And he was around like 1200-ish MMR or something like that. He's improved a lot. So I'm excited to see where he goes, and definitely watch out for this guy.
Man, this is a fierce skill point battle going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
avanhokie slowly pulling ahead, though.
How different do you think this game would be if you started with 6 workers instead of 4?
I think it'd be very difficult for any race to stop Zerg.
Yeah, wow. Just that additional 2 drones right off the rip. That's all she wrote.
Yeah, because Zerg is the only race with an exponential economy, right? So the more drones you have, the more drones you can make. Whereas all the other races are still confined to a linear progression. So with 2 additional SCVs, you don't really necessarily accelerate your economy all that much as Protoss or Terran. But as Zerg, that's a massive bonus to how fast you're able to ramp your drone production up.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah, and StarCraft 2, Zerg is not... They're more like the other races, aren't they? Or is it still like the same
It's still
hatchery
kind of the
larva
same.
system?
It's still kind of the same, but Zerg is much less Zergy in StarCraft 2.
I've heard. I heard a lot of people equate Protoss to Zerg.
Yeah, it's just most Zerg units cost 2 supply, so you don't really like in this game. A maxed Zerg army is just
It's
like
ridiculous.
this sprawling blob, just infinite death. Right? It's just like a whole quarter of the map is covered by the army. But in StarCraft 2, it's like 60, 70 units max.
So kind of like Protoss or Terran. You know, vultures are 2,
Yeah.
tanks are 2, zealots are 2, goons are 2.
Yeah,
None of this
man.
half a supply and 1 supply garbage.
And Least points out as well that in StarCraft 2 you have macro mechanics. So like, while the Zerg can give themselves additional larvae, the other races so Protoss has Chrono Boost, which just makes things produce way faster, so they can actually keep up with Zerg on worker production for the most part. And then Terrans have Mules, which I don't know what they do now, but they used to give like 375 mineral or something for over the lifetime of a mule, which was like a free unit.
Interesting.
That you drop.
I have seen those too. They're like,
It's like a
large
temporary
mine
suppress.
things.
Yeah.
I always
So
wondered what was going on with those because I do not play StarCraft. I've played like 3 games my entire life, so I don't know.
They're
anything
super
about it.
efficient SCVs that die after a while.
Right. Well, we do have a big difference in builds happening right now. We got Goon range off of 1 gate happening for Snail. We got a 3 gate coming down for our wily white Protoss.
4 gate, as a matter of fact, because we do have a proxy gate randomly also,
What?
which is
What?
really kind
What?
of strange, honestly.
Yeah. a
But
smidge.
I am worried
Are we just
because
gonna
we're
go
going
Zealot bump
1
rush?
gate robo.
Like what?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you can make almost anything and win at this point because. So here's the one really big issue with PvP is that it gets very. It can be very rock paper scissorsy in the early game. So like if Snail went DT, he'd just win.
Oh yeah, you park 2 DTs on that ramp
Yeah.
and it's GG.
You don't even park them on the ramp. You just send them to your opponent's base, and they can't detect.
Well,
them.
the problem is with avanhokie going 4 gate. Sorry, if you go 4 gate Goon, you'll slaughter your opponent much quicker than DTs will.
Yeah,
You
except
can
for you'll
actually
never
kill
be
all
able
their
to see
buildings.
them. So you just make 1 more DT after you sent the original ones. Your opponent's base is gone. Your DTs clean it up.
DTs are interesting units, that's for sure, especially in PvP. But I don't know. People say this rock paper scissors thing. You go 2 gate robo, you're in good shape, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if this is a good attack. This seems bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Especially since the attack should be coming here soon. Now, I don't really understand why the 4th gate is, because 3 gate Goon is like the build, right?
Right,
You
that's
don't go
like
4
your
gate
max
Goon.
units, right?
Yeah.
Like for your money.
Yeah.
You can't really get more than that. No, I mean it does have all 4 gates producing, so that's a thing, I guess.
Yeah, but he had to delay the production first off, and
Yep.
the second off, he's gonna run out of money. Like after
Yeah, we're short on
this
pylons,
production
too.
run, look how much money we have. We don't have enough for another production run, right? So this is a really inefficient way of doing this.
And we're short on pylons and have way too much gas. But I'm wondering when he's just going to run over there. I would have thought this would have started already.
Yeah, it's the longer he waits, the more this is gonna be a big problem for him. If like you let a Reaver get out, it's just over.
Yeah.
Well, Snail running into this though.
Yep. I think this was what he was
Oh, the
waiting for.
rallies, too.
Baited until he could get a goon or 2 for free. And now it's time to go.
That's the thing though. So you really don't want to wait, right? Because your opponent will start matching your production. They'll have the tech advantage, stuff like that. You really want to start pushing because you have the same units as your opponent. So they trade very well. So even if you're not initially just crushing your opponent's army, you have an additional 1 or 2 gates worth of production. So eventually you're going to overwhelm them, and they're not going to have the money to continue the fight.
And now we have the high ground with 3 gates of our own, producing 7 goons to 9, 10. Strange.
Yeah, I mean,
This
Snail
is,
may have held this off for long enough. We're going to have a Reaver coming soon.
It doesn't even need it. We actually have a goon
Unless
advantage on Snail's side. And yeah, we just let him right up the ramp. But still, Snail has more goons. So, I mean, this is just a victory for Snail right here. It looks like he's done it. He even sent all of his probes for fun. Because why not?
I actually think it's a good idea, because this guarantees that he decisively wins this fight, and then he just walks across the map and kills him. But I mean, the Reaver would do that too, I suppose.
If we do walk, I mean, Reaver hasn't even started yet, but oh man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Avanhokie's build has been super weird. So, like, he went 3-gate goon, but then his macro stopped because he shouldn't be able to afford these additional Dragoon production. Like, he shouldn't be able to afford queuing on all 4 gates, but somehow he's doing it. So the production has definitely fallen off, you know, and I don't know. I told you, man, it's too late. You can't wait. You gotta go.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, he does start a Nexus here, so that could be his one saving grace if Snail just doesn't move. Oh, well, I hope we don't come in for another attack up this ramp. That would just be death. We didn't even see the Robo or we didn't see the shuttle on his last attack. He got no extra information. Literally just got all of his units slaughtered. This gateway in the middle of the map still producing units. Pretty funny. Alright, couple Zealots going down pretty much for free, so that's nice, I guess. But here's where the issue begins. Oh man, how long has this Nexus been up? No mining happening from it. Got a Robo, but with no tech to go with it. Well, I think this is going to stop Avanhokie from the clean sweep here. I think Snail's done it.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to do a ton of damage right now. The Reaver, look at how much damage the Reaver just did to those front goons.
Yeah, they're all in the red. They're dropping like flies. Oh, we're going to try and pounce on it. Not happening. Didn't even get the shields off. That's going to be a GG there. I assume. Any minute now. There it goes. Alright, good game, Avanhokie. It's the last game we're going to be seeing of him. 3-1 is his group score. Not too shabby. 3-1, I'd be happy with that. I certainly did not put up numbers like that, I can tell you that much.
It's interesting, though. I think it definitely appears that PvP is his worst matchup by a decent bit.
I would agree. I mean, he pretty much manhandled the other two. Looked pretty good doing it.
Alrighty, how many more replays have we got to go through now?
Just a couple.
Well, like 15.
I don't know. Let's just paw through them. I'm just gonna be hitting okay, even though the map's still being distributed. Why are you at 97?
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna redo it.
Here, I'll just rejoin you.
I already banned you. You've been banned. Who's in Group 31? Group 31 is a mysterious group, and we will not know the contents. So I guess you're just gonna have to stick around, Least. Hey, wait a minute, Least. You dodger. He dodged me week 1.
Wait, god damn it! You're such a retard, bro.
What?
The fuck? Why'd you ban me? I can't rejoin now.
Oh, you can't rejoin after you've been banned?
That's what a ban is.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense. I remade.
Oh my god. Boss Ross, come on.
That's never been a thing. In 20 years of StarCraft, it's not been a thing. I promise.
It's alright, man.
Yo, at least, man, after this cast, we might have to get a best of 1 show match here.
It's not your fault, man. I know Draina's your favorite drink, so it's like...
Wait,
can't
what?
expect
Wait,
that much.
Who, what? What?
Anyways, let's get on in this game.
Alright, fine. Yeah, I didn't want to know what you were talking about anyways. Well, we're going to have a TBT
I
here.
basically called you retarded again. I'm putting that out there.
Excuse you. Rude. Well, bottom left corner, we're going to have our brown Terran Deathstar versus our blue Terran View. Ugh, so glorious not to see this scum of the earth on the map.
Yeah.
I know. And yeah, why can't you rejoin if you're banned? I mean, that obviously doesn't make any sense. I'll tell you what, man, like, I've been banned in StarCraft games, and you just keep rejoining over and over and over again. Like, I've never...
No.
I've never had a problem doing that.
Not banned. Banned
Is that...
canceled. Like, you can't rejoin that lobby.
That's a separate...
Kicking just knocks you out.
Alright, well, the next lobby we get into...
Oh my god, no wonder. This explains so much.
You know what, bro? That's the 7.
I think you're having too much pizza, man. It's going to your brain.
Bro, I made this delicious pizza not too long ago. It was Coney
of
Dog
course
pizza.
You fucking did.
I don't even know if you know what Coney Dog pizza is because you're on the disgusting West Coast.
You say Coney Dog pizza?
Yeah, Coney Dog pizza. So instead of pizza sauce, I put down an entire can of chili, covered it with cheese, bacon, hot dogs, onions, and a drizzle of mustard after it came out of the oven. Delicious.
What's the obesity rate in America again?
You mean in Michigan? A lot. A lot. A lot.
Jesus Christ.
That could have pretty much everyone here is
2 entire villages in Africa. You know what I mean? You could have saved like a bunch of people, but instead you're like, no, all these calories, it's for me.
It's for me. I ate 8 slices of pizza, by the way. 8 out of 10.
Jesus!
To be fair, it was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's the only thing I ate that day. So, that's how I'm defending this.
Alright, well, I mean, I'm not gonna judge you publicly, but in my mind, I'm gonna say all kinds of weird shit about you now.
Whatever you gotta do.
That's disgusting, dude. Oh my god.
Delicious.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Best thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Oh my god. Your stomach must be made of iron.
It is, actually. Well, we got both players here doing their factory things. Nothing too out of the ordinary yet.
Yeah, everything looks pretty normal so far. No deviations, I think, from the individual build orders. Although we have many,
we have
many more Marines being created.
Yeah, we have slights. Yep, 2 extra Marines on the Deathstar side. He also gets a scout off, something View will not be able to do. Ooh, could have saved that SCV. That's unfortunate. Also doesn't even see it. The command center's been taken.
What's the intention behind these Marines, though? Because like these guys count for basically like 1 vulture, right?
I have no answer. Marines are absolutely awful in this matchup. Yeah, typically you just want 1. You know, I guess you could say it's to fend off a future Wraith. That's, 3 is the number of Marines you need to kill a Wraith. So, yeah. Otherwise, I really don't know. For the cost of 2 of these Marines, you could have had 1 Marine in a bunker, and that would be a lot better. But they're both getting their expansions up, so that's nice. I've lost a lot of TVTs just right from the rip here, just having a Vulture go straight into my NAT, killing my SCV, building my command center, and I'm sitting here building a tank like I'm an idiot. Meanwhile, I'm getting 3 factors and I have no idea. But that's not going to be happening today to any of these players, so it's nice. Hopefully this doesn't get too unbelievably drawn out, though, as TBTs tend to get.
Alrighty, well, it's a good thing we're watching the world's most exciting matchup, because otherwise I'd be really sleepy and bored right now.
This is
Oh,
true.
jeez.
I mean, thank goodness this is so energetic to watch. We've got players doing 2 factories on either side, and basically nothing else.
Dude, people
no
look,
starports or
I
armories. We're getting siege mode. Like,
I can understand enjoying playing TBT, but whenever anyone's like, "Oh, I love watching TBT," I'm just like, man.
okay, now
Probably
what
like
if you were
3 months
watching,
is
like,
like
say, a
one hobby.
Nyokin stream and he's playing TBT? Against
I don't
some
care,
dude.
dude. TBT
That
is
is
like,
boring to you? Oh, dude,
Yeah,
I've
dude.
lost all respect for you.
Just-
I mean,
it takes
to be
so
fair, I
long.
didn't have any
It's
respect for
so
you in the first
slow.
place, but I've lost it. I lost the 0
That's
that I
okay.
already had.
yeah, that's all right. I don't really need yours. How much did you get paid last year for StarCraft?
I $0.
No, that's what I thought.
And how much did you get? 20, 100, 200?
I'll tell you off stream.
Oh boy. Something tells me I really don't want to hear the answer to this question. I'll be awfully jealous.
I got 3 hand jobs from men.
That is amazing. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad
I mean,
you didn't say women, because honestly, they don't know what they're doing. You know,
I know.
a man
Well,
really
I mean, you
knows
gotta
how to
jack
take
it
care
with
of
the
it.
boys,
You know what I mean?
You know? Yeah. You know, go to the gym, get a good workout with the boys, and then you just jack it. You know?
Yeah, you know, just a little bit of locker room talk, you know? Never hurt anybody. Well, we've got some stuff happening now. There's some
dude.
sieging going on in the center of the map.
These Marines are shooting this barracks.
Yeah,
oh
they're
my
They're
god!
pew-pewing away, my friend. And this barracks, not long for this world, let me tell you. Unless he gets an SCV to repair it, which is a possibility. Because these Marines about to go walk into no man's land, he's gonna explode! Kaboom!
There goes the mine.
No, the tanks got there first.
It's so close.
Oh, he is
Man.
moving an SCV. He's gonna save the barracks.
Wow, he's gonna repair it. Yeah, nice. That's
save.
worth it too.
Oh,
Need
this
to build
tank!
you can-
Oh boy. Oops. This vulture. Okay, we'll save that one. That's good. Well, he's moving an SCV to take a 3rd, so that's a bit advantageous for him. He'll have a stronger economy moving forward. Although
Well,
we
we have
already
a 3rd
started
under
his 3rd
construction
in the
already.
main. Yeah.
I think this one's probably still better though.
The on
'cause we have to
location.
float. Yeah, we gotta
Floating
float
takes
still.
a long time, especially for that location. That is a bizarre place.
So, how much better is Deathstar spawn in comparison to views?
What do you mean, like the side of, like the
Yeah, like the
spawning
location, because you have the
bottom
because
left
you have the
sucks.
connected 3rd. Why does it suck?
The bottom, because you don't know where to put your factories. Bottom left is the worst. Shamtu can bet about this one.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the bottom left layout for Terran is horrendous. It's honestly the worst thing I've ever invented.
Alrighty, well, just an action-packed game here, ladies and gentlemen.
You want me to hit X2? No, we're not going to do that. That is rude. You know, once both players get all of their stuff, that's when things get exciting. You know, things start moving around. You know, half the army
Does it
usually
though?
sits. Yeah, usually about half sits and does not. They just stare at each other across this arbitrary line that they can't shoot over.
Well, this is interesting. We're taking the 3rd in the bottom center.
Yeah, he's going for it.
view.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, it's a thing that's there.
Well, if you get an army,
Getting these vultures in, we get some damages.
So if he was able to defend this, he has a shorter attack path to threaten the natural, which is interesting. But it's going to be really hard for him to push out into no man's land right now. But he could just sweep out underneath and then go for the natural, right? There's like one tank here with vultures.
Where is there one tank?
Yeah, there's a single siege tank at the natural.
Oh, in Deathstar's nav?
Yeah.
I mean,
saying, like,
I
you
suppose
can
you
send
can
vultures
circumvent
that
this
direction.
entire center area. Yeah, that's true. Or, if either player ever made a dropship. It's always a thing you could do also.
Pretty even so far, though, matchup-wise. I mean, both these players are staying relatively within, within a decent distance of each other supply-wise. View a little bit higher in supply, but we do have 1-1 already for Deathstar. How are the upgrades coming along? We've got single armory, and we've only got +1 attack, like 90% of the way done right now.
Well, to be fair, Deathstar only has 1-0, and both of his armies are not spinning. So, oh my goodness, he doesn't even have a starport again. I feel like that happened in the other match, unless that was View. No, it was Deathstar, because he got annoyed by those Reavers. We have definitely got to get some better starport timing, so we can get his +2 more quickly. Because +2 is the big gain in this matchup, because you 2-shot your opponent's tanks instead of 3-shotting, so it's a huge swing in your favor.
Yep, +2 attack, man. Good upgrade overall for tanks. How much do tanks get? +5 damage per upgrade?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Throwdown says he's squeezing his hog to this. So I'm glad somebody is enjoying this matchup.
Yeah, man,
I cannot get behind TVT.
I like to zoom out at the tank lines and just look at all the tanks looking at each other. It's so beautiful. Nice thing to see.
I feel like they should just ban siege mode in TVT competitively. Then we'd have a good matchup, man.
No one's allowed to research it ever. That would make things weird, that's for sure. But it looks like Deathstar is now moving around to the north, and it looks like he might plan on trapping View's army here. View banking a lot of minerals right now. Oh, and he's gonna just try and move through the center. Oh, definitely just giving away a lot of tanks there. Did he even kill one? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Oh, this hurts. Whew. Okay, well, supplies are a little bit closer now, so that's a thing. We got Deathstar expanding to the top left first, and there's a Wraith right there that could definitely put a stop to that. We'll see if that Wraith ever moves up there.
Man, if that CC finishes, that Wraith is going to have to put in some serious overtime to take that CC down.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of overtime. That's for sure. Oh, imagine bio-only TBT. That would be also interesting.
Now, View taking a chapter out of the avanhokie playbook has got just an insane number of SCVs at the main and natural here. I don't really think you ever need more than 3 mining bases worth of SCVs in TBT, correct?
Honestly, my TBT knowledge, not up to code. I have no idea.
I just feel like...
I know typically you want somewhere around 65 SCVs generally in a match. Maybe a few more than that.
Yeah, it seems kind of ridiculous when you think about how many SCVs we've got here right now. We don't have a 4th base mining or anything like that.
Typically, SCVs aren't just mining and building workers in TBT. They do a lot of repair work, and they fight a lot too. I mean, when drops start coming into your base, you just throw all your SCVs out of those tanks and start eating them up. That's how you get rid of them.
That is true, but I think we have like 15 extra SCVs or something. Is it really worth that much supply? Like that's a lot of tanks. That's like 8 tanks, right?
Well, I mean, either player is maxed, so there's definitely
7.5.
Still room there.
Oh, there's just a big blob of brown here, making this bit of an L extension. Just trying to keep view contained here, and it's working currently. Though we do have a dropship filling up. Unfortunately, there's only one.
Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting too that we don't really see too many vultures on View's side here. His army is.
He's got the minerals for it.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to see a couple tanks and a couple turrets flopped up at this 3 o'clock base for Deathstar. That's how you really can slow another player down. Also,
you said at the 3rd?
No, at the 3 o'clock. Like he
okay.
owns this with the barracks, like, you know, or at least he sees that it's empty. And he could certainly take it for free. This dropship heading up to that top left territory, he's going to be greeted by a lot of turrets that he should have just seen because his Wraith died 2 seconds ago. Oh my goodness! Thank you, AI.
Yeah, Jesus,
good thing
so
he
scary.
clicked it just short of the base. Oh my goodness! And the AI just turned it around.
The drop AI though control me sometimes because like you'll try to like drop into like a mineral line that has turrets, and the Overlord will just not go where you're telling it to go because it just tries to turn around over and over again.
Yeah, it's tough. And oh boy, this was not a good attack here. Losing.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Getting annihilated.
Oof.
Even lose enemy tanks.
No, I don't believe so. I think Deathstar kept them all intact. So we've had a few poor attacks by View here, and this is really costing him. And I just think it's hilarious. His landed barracks is stopping him. He flew over it with the dropship. He could have.
Oh my gosh! And his drop is getting killed by mines.
Oh, I didn't even realize he actually put the drop down. But here we go with the SCVs. This is what I was talking about. I mean, tanks do a comically low amount of damage to SCVs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's SCVs, you know, it's like, you're going to take one tank or you're going to take 6 Gundams. I'd probably take 6 Gundams every time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. This barracks blocking forward is just cracking me up. Well, I haven't looked at anybody's base in a while. We got 2 ports here doing... Okay, we got a lot of dropships here on Deathstar's side. I think a Doom drop is going to happen. He doesn't really have anything to stop this. He's got a whopping 2 Goliaths, not a single turret in the main.
Yep. A Doom drop would be great right now, honestly. You could even drop on top of the army with unsieged tanks.
Yeah, if you wanted to, while moving all your other tanks into it.
Oh my gosh, and we're just continuing to try to break through at the north here and
it's
just throwing away units.
It's not working. Literally still have not killed the tank up there yet.
You know what's really weird to me, though, is that View has got like almost 10k in the bank, but he's on less bases than Deathstar, and they're even supply-ish.
You know, I just clicked on all these factories, and they are all producing something right now. So that's a thing.
Yeah, I think he just made so many SCVs early on.
Oh yeah, look at this glob in the main, just standing around.
Yeah, and the Natural's got 2 mineral patches left. It's got a sizable 24 minerals left.
With a control group of SCVs on each one.
More than that, geez, look at this.
Okay, we're starting up with the Vulture with the D Matrix. Seeing what we can't get done here. Oh, this mine! Oh, he killed it. Oof. That could have been... Well, here's your little Vulture attack that you were wanting. We do finally get some tanks into position. They live.
Here comes the Dune drop, though. And it is not finding any anti-air here. This is going right to the main.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is what you're supposed to do with this.
Yeah, and Deathstar has got plenty of defenses as well.
This is insta-GG. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I don't know how much longer this could possibly go on without a GG.
Yeah.
You don't survive that. Well, there you go. Just a long, drawn-out build-up to an instant GG from a drop. That's how TVT goes sometimes.
That wasn't that bad. I mean, this is 1845. This isn't like the crazy zone for TVT, you know? It looks like Deathstar was good sight more confident than his opponent in this matchup, and really just kind of got an advantage in every area over him.
Here's the question. I have a second file called Deathstar versus View.
It looks like it might just
Looks like it might be a
You tried
copy.
to download it.
Might just be a copy.
Yeah, because the one,
Let's
the
assume
one
that
is
it's
just
a
like it was
copy.
indicated like you
I'm not even
downloaded it
gonna
a
look
second
at
time.
it. All right, so now
I mean, just
looks like we're moving into the Snail area of the night. What? Yeah. Okay, we've got him twice versus Cantshoot, so looks like we're gonna skip another one. But TVZ time. So hey, I'm a T, you're a Z. Oh, I started without you. Let's let's not do that. Back it up. The Terran recall. That is true, at least. I've always viewed it as such, except that it takes like an extra 10 minutes to prepare. Got to adjust some scores over here as well. Oh, finally into our TVZ matchup. Are you excited, Doc? Let's hear some excitedness going on here.
yeah, this is the best matchup in the game, in my opinion. Obviously, everyone has their favorite or whatever, but I also think that this is kind of like that narrative is kind of backed up, at least by the general StarCraft fandom. Like, I think everyone knows that ZBT is like the iconic matchup. At least.
Yeah, I mean, when you think StarCraft, this is what you're thinking of, you know? Bugs versus humans.
I think this really goes back to. I mean, it might just be the humans versus the bugs type of narrative, like with the like Starship Troopers-y type of thematic things going through here. But honestly, I think it might even just harken back to the fact that like the Jaedong versus Flash rivalry back in the day, back in like the heyday of Brood War's popularity in Korea. This was like the exciting stuff that was going on. So.
Yeah, I gotta agree. TBZ is a great matchup. I do prefer playing against Protoss, even though they usually stop me. I just like to play with mech units, and honestly, I suck with mech units against Zerg. So that's really the only matchup I get to play in. Well, I guess TBT also, but TBT is just so hard and long.
TBT
Like
looks
else.
just grueling, because it's not like you're playing at a low APM. You still have to play incredibly fast. And it requires like essentially the same skill set for like as the other two. It's just that it's so much longer. Like you have to it's such a test of endurance. I usually zone out if a game gets too long and start playing really sloppy. So TBT is not a matchup that I would excel at for sure.
Yeah, when you get to those 45, 50-minute matches, it just gets crazy. Like everything is all over the place. There's units stranded everywhere that you've forgotten about 10 minutes ago. Everything is just so bananas. It's hard. Game's hard.
All right, so we have 2 drones on the map going to the same location.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah. Not sure what's going on with our buggy friend over here.
Yeah, this is really goofy because you only need in any situation to send a single drone to scout it. I mean, you have the free scout with the Overlord, so there's no reason to send 2 drones out to scout. There's a huge deficit in your economy.
Yeah,
I think
because we only had 5 drones mining. We just had 3 drones pop at the same time. Like, how did we get up to 3 larvae at this stage of the game?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't really know what Cantshoot's doing.
Maybe he took a shit.
It kind of looked like he was going for a 2-hatch layer. But the double drone scout indicates to me that he's going to be making lings, but then he used all the larvae up.
For drones. Well, he is going the quick 2-hatch layer here, so...
Alright, yeah, so he is going for a 2-hatch build, but it's just so weird. Why would you double drone scout then? Because you don't really need to have the instant information, you don't need to know where the spawn is right
chilling
away.
At the Terran Nat. I mean, really, Deathstar could just come down this ramp and pew it to death if you wanted to. I really don't think I'm paying attention all that much.
Alright, well, this is quite a major blunder as well. We're not able to hide whether this is going to be Lurker or Muta because the SCV's already in.
Well, we'll see how good the control is. He might just give it away for free.
Give it away now.
No, that's what you don't want to do.
This drone is eating. So we're forced essentially right now to go for Muta.
Yeah, because
there's no way that you can
the
make
den down.
Yeah, because it has to be finished. It has to be finished.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to start a den now. It's going to be so long until you have lurkers. So,
Deathstar.
Oh my goodness.
God. He's going for it. And Deathstar has been playing this very well. He went for 2-Rax Academy, which is like the build versus 2-Hatch Lair. So, I mean, things are looking good for Deathstar. He's got a good build order against this. Cantshoot has had a really tough time getting his own build order together. So the lurkers are going to be extremely late. He's going to probably have a bunker and a turret up, and then his tech is going to be fast enough where he's going to have like tanks or an overwhelming number of bio units in time to really crush
still
Cantshoot.
alive at that point in time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you really want to keep adding on too many more barracks. I'd really like to see a very fast factory coming out of Deathstar so he can just push with his tanks soon. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. We're going to lose some Marines here. Some good micro.
Actually, though, yeah, I was going to say, nice control.
Yeah,
2
only
Marines
lost
for
2.
that number of lings is fantastic.
Especially when they were caught in the open, got surrounded immediately. That's a good job. Well, we're getting our scanners now, so we're going to be able to find out exactly what's going on, because the den was put down after the SCV was killed, and we're just now starting lurkers. I mean...
Yeah, this is not going to be out anywhere near in time. I mean, we don't even have a gas
like
tank.
Cantshoot is a lot better than this, though. Like, I know I've played against him a few times, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was falling asleep.
Yeah, you never know. There's a lot of things like psychologically that could go on here too. Like you could just be tired, or you could be feeling really shaky, or you might have just forgotten one thing, and then that because every once in a while you'll forget something. And then your mentality for the rest of the game can spiral out of control. So
looks like this is
can
going to be
have
our
those
one
issues.
opportunity right here. I don't know if you're seeing this, but we're positioning a lurker drop, and if we can get lurkers on top of these barracks, that's going to be, I think, the only way.
Even then, though,
Dude,
2 lurk
don't
out of
underestimate lurkers on top of barracks. Or
yeah, but look at the
I've
army.
got lurkers dropped to my natural, and it has literally ended the game. When you can't get down your ramp because only Marines was trapped, it's a real bummer. Lurkers are super powerful against bio.
I mean, I believe that, but just look at the army right now. The lurkers are still morphing. They just started to morph, rather. These Marines could easily kill them with bread.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for our Terran player right now. I mean, we do have 2 more Hydras here. I believe we have the money and supply to morph them. We're just not taking care of that. But Deathstar's moving out, and I mean, if timed correctly, if he runs all the way over, gets distracted. Oh, excuse me. Sneezed.
But he's scanned, right? So he shouldn't be getting too distracted. He has to know that some kind of attack is going to be coming soon.
You would assume. And we're getting the 3rd starter in the top right. So that's a plus. He scans the natural.
Here comes the
sees all the sunkens, so he knows he can't go in there. Yeah, first lurkers on the way.
All right.
Get scouted. Let's see a reaction time. Don't burrow him right here. Don't. Keep moving.
Oh my god.
Keep moving. This is bad.
Okay, no, well, they're going away through the bottom side of this. So do you have a scan?
We gotta pick these lurkers back up and move them, though. They are just in wide open territory here, sitting on top of turrets, so we don't need a scan.
These SCVs are beasting them down.
Yeah.
Not very good control, though.
Nope.
But these lurkers...
3 HP left on this one.
Come on, medic, just punch him.
It's one it's one fusion cutter shot away. But we're gonna get it with the Pupil. There's 2 more here, though. But Marines super good against lurkers when they're not burrowed. I mean, even when they're controlling them to move them to burrow. Marines can really kite these things fairly well. Oh, there we go. There's our control.
What?
Yeah.
We're going mutilous now.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, mutils are pop.
So, was that just to kill turrets? He's gonna get 2, because it doesn't look like the repair is gonna come down on this one in the main. So I guess that's a thing. We killed a lot of Marines.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah, but we've got 5 Mutalisks.
Oh, that's it. That's a bummer.
Oh no! Oh no! They're gonna run right into the Marine group. Oh, but the Lings come.
Yeah,
okay, that's
he lost a muted though, and we only have 5. It's 20%, and there are turrets everywhere. These things are not gonna find any damage.
So
and we're back to Hydras
really
again
like
too.
this, so.
Is he just trying to? Oh no, we're going to Hydras and Mutas.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. So
I.
he's sending he needs Hydras, right? He's going to try to secure the 3rd that he has in the top right-hand corner with a couple of lurkers.
But siege tanks are out already, so that's not a thing that can happen.
Well,
at 1 siege tank, 1 vessel. That's all you need. You could bust.
The Marine count is really low, though. Mm-hmm. So if you just keep making mutas and you micro-welt, you could kill off all the Marines and stop this for a long time. But my main concern is that we have the tank and we have 4 barracks now, so we should have enough Marine medic production to overpower these mutas pretty quickly here. So you have to constantly be picking off the Marines and never letting them get to critical mass, because as soon as this tank gets across the map, it's just going to win the game.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Personally, my plan would be to keep producing lurkers and delay the push with a lot of lurkers and Ling, and go hive off these 3 bases. We're getting really confused though. We have double Evo chamber. We've got hive. Like, there's just too much. There's too many things happening right now. You can't go all these things at the same time and then have an efficient economy and enough stuff to fight Terran before he kills you. If Deathstar sits around for super long, though, I mean, you may be able to buy your way into this game just by stalling for long enough. And there are a ton of Mutalisks on the field right now, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
We've got 9, which is, you know, if you're going mutas, typically you want that about 5 minutes ago.
You actually want at least 10. Because that's when you're
2-shot turrets.
No, well, 8 for. So you need 11 to 2-shot turrets, but you need 10 to start hold position microing versus Marines and getting 2 kills at a time.
Interesting. Well, we're 1 short of that. We might find this 3rd base. Yes.
And then 8 mutas, 3-shot a turret.
Well, we're moving over 7 Marines. That is
this
not
is not
cut
enough
it.
Marines.
No,
but
and oh my goodness, fight them. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
The muta micro is okay. Oh,
the hold position was okay.
Oh,
no!
Oh no! We missed 2 shots there.
Blunder.
Yeah. Oops. And this is why mutas are hard.
I don't recommend mutas for anyone who's like at this level. Like,
no, you don't even use mutas.
I'm not even a high level muta user, right? I don't have fantastic muta micro. I'm not a high level player, period. But I'm like barely B, like high C level right now, and mutas are still just incredibly difficult for me to use. And I think that, like, for example, if we had just been making Hydras this entire time, you know, Cantshoot wouldn't be banking, you know, 1200, 700, and we'd have faster hive and all kinds of good stuff. So,
yeah, I agree. Lucette, thank you for the host. Appreciate that, bud. Fantastic stuff. We're in this intense beginner level TBZ right now. We got both players a little cautious, I guess. Not sure what word you'd want to use. Timid. We have a very timid Terran.
Yeah, if Deathstar had been aggressive,
he would have won this game.
He may not know how far ahead he is. But he's being super timid. Like, look how many turrets we have in the main. Like, it's insane. This is like BGH level of turrets.
Especially since, like, mutas are pretty quick and can just kind of fly past, you know what I mean? I mean, this is more for, like, when you do a mech switch, you know what I mean?
Yeah, turrets are mainly there to buy time for your army to come help it. You're not, like, trying to fight turret versus muta just by itself.
Yeah, no. But unfortunately, yeah, I think the timidness is going to cost us here in the end. I mean, we're moving across now. Defiler Mound is here. Nidus is up. Defilers are out. Consume is not done yet. Oh, catches that vessel. Big game. Dark Swarm
Consume should be done in time, though.
Yeah, but Dark Swarm doesn't really save you from tanks. You know, that's an issue.
It does.
Yeah, kind of.
Especially
Also, buildings are going to take full damage here. We got to scooch these tanks up a bit and start harking down on this this wall of sunkens here. But Cavern is done. You know, we've got armor on the way. 4th base coming up.
His melee units are at 1-1 right now. But yeah, I mean, this one lurker is not going to stop this, I don't think, because there's just too much bio. Because you can just run past one lurker.
There we go. Nope, he gets the irradiate off. All right, gets a couple kills. That's it's not nothing, I guess.
Yeah, this is just so funny. Because I mean, if Cantshoot buys enough time.
Oh, that Defiler gets irradiated.
Yeah, that's a juicy
another Dark Swarm down. Oh, okay, we get some lings under here, but once again, siege tanks with the splash damage. Look at that. All these lings just get eaten up. And we're gonna take down the natural here. We can have some ultras coming soon. I don't think so.
Yeah, I really wish that we did. I mean, we have 3 hatcheries in the top right. With,
oh
wow. Okay.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say there was 9 larvae top right with enough larvae to make 9 ultras, but
how much gas do ultras cost?
No, maybe not. They're 200 gas, I believe.
Okay.
So 8 ultras worth of gas.
12.
Yes. Even still, Cantshoot did a reasonably decent job considering how ineffectual his initial strategy was. As you can see, he actually out-resourced Deathstar, which is pretty impressive when you go 2-hatch.
Really?
Drop.
Oh my goodness.
Lurker.
I did not see
So,
that. That's wild.
But yeah, very strange builds from both of our players here. I think Deathstar was a little thrown off by that. But I mean, Cantshoot, if he had... I think the mutas were a big mistake. I think if he hadn't gone muta, he would have done much better in this game.
Yeah, I'd have to agree there. That was a bit of a questionable move. Not. I don't know if he was just trying to catch him by surprise there, but it was kind of funny because the den was so late. He assumed mutas were coming in the first place, anyways, and he already had a bunch of turns in the name.
Alrighty, well, good luck casting that one solo, my friend. I guess I'll take a break then.
What?
You started the replay without me.
Oh my goodness. I did it again. Yeah,
Come on,
screw
Boss
you.
Ross.
Screw you, buddy.
That's so rude.
Oh my goodness. I did that last time too. I'm trying to get these clicks in. I'm upping my my skill points. My menu skill points. And it's a little hard to do dual casts when the other player just won't join the game. Hello?
I'm doing it.
Where'd he go?
Jesus. Calm down, Boss
Jesus.
Ross. You
Jesus.
son of a gun.
Jesus. Ow. Why are you at 82? We're doing this again? I'll ban you. Don't tempt me. That's right.
Don't ban me.
You leave the game. That's right.
No, please.
Hey, alright. The map has been distributed. We are ready to go. Alright, let's try this again. Everybody pretend that nothing happened. We're okay.
Oh no.
Cantshoot's
drone got stuck on the egg. Feels bad, man. That's why most Zerg players send the drones first. I don't, because I'm bad also, but that just sucks when that happens.
Yeah, I mean, at this level, really, I mean,
it doesn't make that much of a difference. It always feels
that
bad.
much, I would say it
like
makes absolutely no difference. That's how much I would say the difference it makes.
Yeah. I just hate how, I hate when you start out and you're like, all right, well, immediate disadvantage. Like, that sucks.
Like, I get mad when I make my second SCV at, like, 18 seconds. It makes me wonder, like, what the hell my workers are doing, because I like to make it at 16 seconds. But, I mean, does it really matter at our live?
Scuzzy is the checker. He's like, because I guess the perfect split for Protoss is 15 seconds, right? So he always gauges how good his split is. Like every single time, he was just telling me.
Yeah, I've gotten SCVs at 15, but 16 is definitely more accurate for me.
One thing I've got to do is I got to start mineral boosting. Cadenza told me yesterday.
Oh, where you like
mineral boost?
You mash
essentially
on
get
the
a free
minerals
drone
to make your workers go a little faster.
Yeah, you get a free drone at like 2 something because you mine 50 extra minerals after that. So apparently that matters.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about this. I always thought that was nothing, but I don't know. Like when I watch streams, they don't do it. You know what I mean? Like I've watched.
Well, whose streams are you watching though?
Like Flash.
Oh no, because Zerg is the only one that can mineral boost, if I remember correctly.
What do you mean? Like SCVs slow down when they get to patches, and when they get to the CC, you can speed them up by manually clicking.
I could have sworn I don't know why. I think for some reason I thought that Zerg had specifically did it more than the other races because of for some reason.
I'm not sure. I mean, as far as I know, maybe someone in the chat can help out. Though chat seems to have ghosted all of a sudden, unless my chat is frozen, which I assume that probably is.
No, it's not. Everyone just left.
Oh,
which is weird.
Everyone just dipped. The last comment was 22 minutes ago. Okay. Well.
Yeah, they got their food. Everyone's just eating. It was, you know what it was? It was the TVT, man. Everyone fell asleep.
Blame it on the Terrans. You would, you racist son of a gun.
Alrighty, well, we did get 6lings. So, interesting. Build order from Cantshoot is just gonna be 9-pull speed, I think it was. I wasn't watching too closely, but we have speed on the way. We've got, lings on the field. So I'm really, really curious why he wasted time killing the probe.
Because he's going to throw down a 1-base den, of course. Against 2 cannons.
You can actually one-hatch lurker.
Against cannons? Yeah, good draw.
They outrange the wall. They outrange the wall, and then you kill the.
Well, cannons and lurkers have the same distance, right?
I guess. All I know is that you can hit the wall without the lurkers getting hit.
Yeah, I believe they share distances. It's kind of like the bunker and lurkers share the distance, I think. When Marines have range, anyways.
Hey, we finally got Angry in the chat.
Angry Puff! How you doing there, buddy?
The fabled motorcycle riding build order spewing badass, dude. Have you seen this video on +15 Racks?
Whose?
Angry Povsk.
Oh.
He's riding his dirt bike.
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen that all. Oh, that was Angry Pop? I didn't even know. Yeah. I did see that a long time ago. No, I'm not a motocross person at all, but I did find that video absolutely hilarious. It made me want to trump him by doing that while skydiving.
He's the guy who got me to buy my motorcycle. He's my inspiration. So thanks for breaking my foot, you fucking asshole. No, for real though.
Oh my God, you bought a motorcycle that broke your foot?
No, but for real though, my motorcycle is like my favorite, like maybe my favorite possession. Like I kind of love my motorcycle more. Like if there's one thing that I like more than StarCraft, playing StarCraft, it's riding my motorcycle at like 100.
You know what I like more than 2 wheels? 4.
Are you quoting the movie The Stupids right now?
What? No.
Okay, there's a movie called The Stupids. Okay, and it's really terrible. It's supposed to be a comedy or whatever, but it's just like it's the worst. It's like the worst. Like it's all just really terrible puns and stuff. But there's this part where he's like, "I need to get there as fast as possible," So he's like in his garage. It's like 1 wheel, and it's a unicycle. 2 wheels, it's a bicycle. 4 wheels, it's a car. And then he looks at a pair of rollerblades, and he goes 8 wheels, and he rollerblades it.
Well, I'm not a big fan of that many wheels. Rollerblading, not my thing. I prefer ice skating. So I play ice hockey, which is dope.
Dude, I've always wanted to play ice hockey.
It is a blast, my friend. And I'll tell you what, after you play on the ice, wow, you have a much greater appreciation for the things people do. Well, we're going 3-hatch Hydra, and this Zealot walks right past. So I suppose we've gotten the scout off.
He's like, oh my God, save me!
I can't believe he just ran past and then ran past again. Like, it should be one dead Zealot, but it is alive. We're starting a whole bunch of cannons here. We'll see if they'll be done in time.
If you send the Zealots out, I think you should be able to stall for these in time.
Yeah, I definitely think so. They're almost done already. We have 10.
But you gotta go with the Hydralists! Oh my gosh, we have to go in with the...
Yeah, and the Zealots are all the way in the back. We can literally pick off these cannons.
Yeah, who cares?
Now it's trouble.
All right,
the Zealots were just in the back of the wall. That was not a good place for these Zealots to be.
I don't understand what the obsession is with 3-hatch Hydra if you do
and they're not
this
doing
and
it.
you don't...
We even have drones in the rally.
Jump on the...
We even have drones in the rally, so the 3-hatch Hydra is already over. We're just going to be breaking up the wall, but we made too many Hydras to do this.
Hydras again. Yeah. This is totally fine if you get like 6 to 8 Hydras max. But we're at, what, 11 Hydras right now?
Yeah, we're at, no, look back at the rally, dude. We've got 4, plus an additional 6 drones.
These are combat drones.
We've got to stop with the rally. First of all, this rally's in the wrong place. Secondly, the drones.
And it's fine if the rally's there and you're just going all in.
But if you're forgetting that your rally's there, you can't put your rally there anymore.
We're banking 900 minerals too. Ah, man. Look, I don't play this strategy, right? I don't like it. I think it's a bad way to learn the game. I mean, you can do it this way, but I'd rather people try to learn standard, you know? But if you're going to use this as your main go-to strategy, you have to know how to do it. Right? Like every build has an intention, and if you're not executing with that intention in mind, then you really just get wrecked.
This Corsair just gonna get a free Overlord. Gonna come get the full scout off, though he already pretty much knew what was happening when he sees all the Hydras here. This is rough, man. Oh, we finally moved all these drones away. Well, I got moved to the natural though. So third, I think would have been a better place. From here, I don't know. I feel like Cantshoot's in a pretty tough spot.
Oh yeah, this is a really hard spot.
I missed out on a ton of drones.
It'd be different.
16 Hydras here, plus I'm sure a couple probably died. So that's a lot of not drones.
Yeah, I mean, you know, compared to his opponent, you know, the skill level's comparable. So normally I think this would be fine, but he doesn't even leave Hydra's back to stop this Corsair harassment. Getting supply blocked when you're at 1,200 minerals in the bank is terrible. You can't.
Ouch.
Like, we're gonna be sitting
That's when
on
you go
all
set
these
down,
larvae.
That's when you go set down four hatcheries. Am I right?
Yeah.
Plus that frees up your supply to use some larva.
you can throw down 2 hatcheries.
Yeah, to go up to 5, right? Oh, actually,
no,
go up to 6. He's already got 4.
Yeah, I mean, but we also have just like the most oversaturated natural base here as well. So there's a lot of issues.
We're still
supply blocked. Yeah.
We're not in the red anymore, but it doesn't matter. We got DTs, we got HTs, we got the Speed Zealots. Oh man.
Oh, you know what? There's only one Overlord in position at the 3rd too.
Yeah, and
it's not
you know
really
what? We're losing another Overlord anyways. We're supply blocked again. And he can even come get this one in the center of the map and supply block him again.
This is so painful.
It is. Oh,
I feel really bad for.
It's like torturous when you watch like these slow, inevitable deaths.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Cantshoot does have some pretty decent potential to get
I just feel like as soon as you get paired with your coach, and they look at this build, he goes, "Oh yeah, you got to do this, this, and this." And I think Cantshoot has easily fixable, like some very easily fixable things that he could change about his build to really bring a whole new level of power to his EVP.
Yeah. Yeah. Coaching always does good. I'll tell you what.
Oh wow,
It's extremely helpful.
I didn't realize Cantshoot didn't even kill the Forge.
No, his Hydras kept glitching and they wouldn't shoot at it, so he moved a step further and would start shooting, but then the cannon would start shooting.
Well,
it was awkward.
Yeah, he didn't have range, and the cannon was right up on the Forge, so that was the issue.
Okay. Missing range. Well, this Overlord gonna die. At least this one is not going to supply block him. So that's,
I mean, Cantshoot has a lot of Hydras on the map. He could make something happen here at the natural. Kill this army off for free or something like that, and that would be pretty nice. But
yeah, I mean, there's nothing. There's no splash damage here. So.
Yeah. I mean, there's a High Templar at the natural, in the cannons, but, this is some pretty exposed units out here. But this is a massive chunk of Hydralis.
Well, we're moving in.
This could do a ton of damage, but the question is
we got to get all of our Hydras together, though. A lot of them are heading towards the third, and the third is decently defended. We got DTs here. They have a Templar oh my god, we've got 4 storms here. That's a lot of storm. Oh my goodness. At least he's moving away now. That's a good move.
Alrighty, Protoss now feeling confident, and this is going to be a pincer attack. Look at the synchronization of the two armies meeting up here in the middle.
Yeah,
the real problem is the storms. Yeah, but the Zealots are really bad versus this number of Hydras. The storms are really what needs to happen. We're running Zealots through storms, softening them up here. Really got to get some better storms than this. Oh my. Protoss,
I mean, he forced away the Hydras, though. I mean, what's at the natural? There's not even an Overlord here for the DTs. If he could pick off these High Templars. Oh, he's not watching. He's not watching. He's not clicking on them.
There's nothing here for the Protoss either.
These big storms. Oh, he can even storm the mineral fields. He can get all the drones. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. He'll get all the drones with DTs. What's the matter?
Yeah.
Well, it's just a touch trouble.
I think that this was defendable still. We have Hydras coming from every angle. Wow, these storms!
Oh, that was a big one in the top right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, Cantshoot put up a decent fight here. But just a couple of early mistakes really snowballed into a loss. I think that if there was a bit more, or a bit better Hydra control, rather, he still would have been able to actually hold his push pretty well. Because he did have quite a sizable army, but now there's no chance.
Yeah, I would like to see the Corsairs get involved here, too, and pick off the rest of these Overlords during this attack. Some things could have gone better on both sides. We got a probe coming in. A high five.
Oh my gosh,
big
massive storm still.
Stormed his own observer and probe. Good times.
Protoss players do that all the time. It's just so hard to control your
15
observers.
kills. Oh my goodness. Whew, tough game. Oh no. Oh, it's terrible. No, Cantshoot is not one of Insom's alternates. Hey, Insom actually got E recently, I'll have you know. He got to E.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's a step up, my man.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. And I saw the clip of him getting it too. He's very excited.
There's a clip?
That's good, man. That guy, he deserves a little carrot, I think, at this point.
Oh man, you're gonna have to send me that clip later. Yeah, no, I mean, props to him for not quitting, man. Don't give up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he has the mindset of a quitter. That's the thing. I thought he just...
he absolutely does.
You know? But the thing is he appears to have the mindset of a quitter, but he's like Artosis, right? Instead of just, raging and giving up, he, gets fueled by the rage. It hardens him.
Makes him stronger. That's about the best Palpatine you're going to get. Alright, we're going to roll right on to the next one here. We're going to have another PVT. By the way, I did pick these groups because of the influx of PVT.
You son of a bitch.
Just so you are
I got
aware.
baited into casting a non-Zergy group.
Yeah, there was, I think, only one Zerg in each group, so
Yeah.
kind of a bummer for you. I do apologize.
No, it's fine. I love all StarCraft except for TBT.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's not like I
I love
don't
all
like
StarCraft except for
TBT.
ZVZ, so I'm right back at you there, buddy. And I'm not even lying.
What do you mean?
about that.
ZVZ is so exciting.
No, it's not. It's really not.
What? Are
I
you
can't
kidding? Are
stand it.
you kidding me?
I'm gonna make a bunch of
Yeah,
lings.
ZVZ is like-
I'm gonna make a bunch of mutas, and whoever makes the other stuff first wins. Yay!
But that's not how it is at all. It's
exactly how
like
it is.
tiny, extremely important micro battles. Like
Oh, yeah.
like
I
every
don't like it.
single unit counts
I don't
so much.
I don't like it.
All right, boss.
Like, never get past layer phase if you even get to layer phase. I did see an exciting ZVZ where it turned into like a base trade scenario. There's mutas on one side, just ling all in on the other side. I was in like ASI or something. It was pretty crazy to watch. And then they were like hiding extractors to try and live longer because their entire base was destroyed. It was dope, man. I was like, who's gonna win? Like, you really didn't know. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't have an issue with TVT as a matchup. More that I just don't like being a spectator of it unless it's like literal Korean level, because that's where where I guess top level foreigner TVT is pretty good too. Like, there's just more action, right? Because people
That's what I was
have
trying
an
to say
idea
about watching
of
my
how to
Opens
move your
TVT,
units and stuff.
and you just shot it right on down.
Well,
You're like,
I
"Nah,
still
you're
don't
not."
like it. Like, it's not my
Dude,
favorite
it's
matchup.
so awesome
I would
to
never
watch.
pick it, but it's
I mean,
better.
I'll say I'll be the first one to admit I'm not a big fan of TVT, but watching high level TVT is truly special. It's wild.
I like Terror's TVT because people anytime that man is allowed to make vultures, he'll try to make miracles happen. Like, it may be misguided sometimes and he'll like lose the game because he like lost a bunch of vultures and they didn't do anything or whatever, but like, holy crap, there's always something going on.
Well, we're getting our gas as our Terran player here. Looks like we're taking 2 off, signaling we're going to go for an expansion. It's not going to be a 2-factory build or anything like that. And over on the Protoss side, we're getting, guess what? Goon range. Who's surprised?
Yeah, pretty normal.
Standard of the standard. That's what we have.
I want to see
going on
something
here.
weird go on.
I wanna see
I
some-
want like
I want to see
I want
fact
2
port.
base
It's
carrier.
not going to happen, but that'd be dope. Been trying to incorporate that in my own games recently. It's pretty sweet. You got a bunch of goons camping at your natural. You fly in 3 vultures and just eviscerate all of their probes and mine up their gateways. A lot of Protosses don't see the drop coming. They think we're just going to turtle for forever. Doc Tempest wants to know if you are going to be casting this weekend. What would you be casting, my friend?
I don't know. I think maybe he's asking about the Fight Night tournament that I'm doing.
Ooh, can tell.
But I haven't scheduled one for this weekend or anything yet, so I don't know. Maybe that's just a guess. Unfortunately, though, those tournaments haven't been getting as nearly enough viewership, or even it's been getting decent player participation actually. But we need more viewership. I'm very worried that we're going to lose our Freaka sponsorship soon because we're only really seeing like 30 to 40 people a tournament, which is pretty discouraging, I think, for them. But overall.
What do you think's going on here in this game? This is a really late second gate, I feel. Like, we should be putting down a Nexus right now. Instead, we're just finishing up the second gate.
Uh-oh. There we go. I was going to say, we're taking a little shield damage on these guys here.
Well, we don't have any SCVs to repair. We haven't canceled the command center yet. I guess the tank is going to try and force them back. But the goons just... Oh my goodness, we just saved it.
Dude,
Holy cow, let's
seeing
get
players
some
do that with the tank is so
SCVs down
scary.
here. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, the goon count is getting larger. Did we get siege? Because if we didn't,
Yeah, we're not
Trouble.
sieged up yet.
Yeah.
I mean, you can forget.
Oh, what is
when
the
you're under
second
pressure.
bunker? What's happening? Why? Oh, siege just started. That feels bad.
Oh yeah, this could actually be. If it just the question is though, is Snail 6 aggressive enough of a player to really try to do this skin now that he's seen the tank? Because it would be a weird situation for the siege not to be, almost done or done already.
Yeah, but I mean, when you see the tank's not sieged, well, you certainly don't want to move in range of the bunker like this. Oh my goodness! Oh, all these goons are dying. Well, I mean, he kills the bunker, but fortunately we have a second one directly behind
for what?
it.
Yeah, for what?
Yeah. For nothing, I would like to see some mining done.
Actually, though, getting this barracks would be a pretty big deal.
It would be
It's
funny.
getting low.
It looks like...
Oh my gosh.
It looks like...
Oh,
he's
no!
just gonna save it. Wow.
Commit! Go for it!
Oh
There'll
boy,
be one
here we
factory.
go! Oh, but these goons! Oh, they get eviscerated. 4 goons for 1 tank. I'll take that trade.
Yeah, not
Honestly.
a good trade.
Uh,
Dude, if he got the barracks, though, that would have been ridiculous. Deathstar would have to make another barracks before he can start putting down more factories.
yeah, well, at least a second factory. Like, only having 1 is rough. 2 wouldn't be so
Well, yeah,
bad.
because if you get that, and he doesn't have 2 factories already, don't you just expand a bunch? 'cause, I mean, you're not pushing it in
you
against
pretty much
these
put
tanks.
down 4 Nexus, like, immediately. Or something like that. I mean, it's a long time until you can even be threatened. I mean, what's going to come get you? A Wraith? Well, at least we're getting some mining down now from this natural. If I do have a word of advice to our Death Star friend here, got to keep up on these SCVs. There were a lot of SCVs not being produced during this whole time, and also that natural was up for several minutes before we mined anything.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I mean, as you can see, he is struggling to keep a healthy mineral economy going, spending all his money, which is good, but, you really want to have more than you have right now. As far as mineral income goes. Snail, just playing standard, looks like. We got the observatory now on the field here, so we'll be able to clean up mines. Not that we have any mines on the field quite yet, but, that'll happen eventually. So you're going to need that. Taking a third base, so I really like Snail's follow-up to this so far.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely have a bit of a soft contain here. That's not going to be broken anytime soon. I mean, well, maybe it is if he's moving up all these tanks. Oh, that's too funny. He could have got
Dude,
this for free if he stayed sieged.
Yeah, I was gonna say the siege thing's just unsieged in time to get these guys out of danger.
To be honest, if he moved up all of these goons together, he could smash these tanks. And this is like a horrible position for them to be in. Tanks in front of everything else and unsieged is really...
Well, it's not like there's really anything else. There's just the bunker, and I guess 1 vulture.
Well, yeah, the bunker is in
yeah.
the strangest
It's a big
of places.
deal, though, I guess.
I know it was the second one, but also our eBay is sitting in the middle of our lane. It should be floated down towards the ramp. You should build a supply depot at the ramp. Just anything you can really put in the way of the Protoss is very beneficial to you.
Well, we do have a nice little Maynard now. A lot of probes headed to the 3rd base here, so we've got good saturation on 3 bases for Snail 6 so far, which is pretty cool. Pretty happy that Snail's doing a good job with his macro. Look at the money is not really very high at all. He's got a good number of gateways to start producing once his 3rd base economy starts kicking in. I'd really like to see, what's it called, Arbiter Tech starting to head down that direction, with at least the Citadel on the way or something.
Well, our gas is pretty light, and you mentioned these probes, but none of these Nexi are blinking, and we only have 8 at the 3rd. There's really not that many at the natural, only 12, and we're not even mining gas.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I
going
guess
to be
you're
tough
right.
to get Arbiter Tech when you are only on 1 gas, and you have 6 8s trying to make goons.
For some reason, when I look at probes, I think there's way more than there ever is. I don't know what it is. Like, when I look at SCVs, I can tell saturation. Drones, I can tell saturation. But probes, to me, look like there's way more than there actually are.
Yeah, both players definitely going to have to work on our worker production here. We only got 7 SCVs currently mining minerals at the natural. It's a really rough number. Oh, we do have a drop, though. So that is nice. Gonna be a long time before it gets anywhere. But once it does, woohoo.
I do gotta say, though, it is difficult in Brood War, I think, so much more than like StarCraft 2 to really stay on top of your worker production, because, you know, with the lack of auto mine and things like that, you know, managing your economy for newer players is pretty difficult. It's hard to fault a new player for not having optimal, you know, worker saturation, because you know, with all the other stuff that you have to do as well, it can be very difficult.
Oh boy, these cannons.
Ooh,
So close to finishing. I'm not sure if they're
yeah,
gonna
this
be able
drop
to.
just arriving.
Yeah, something I can really recommend, though, to anybody who's newer. I can't speak for Zergs, but Protoss and Terran, put your Nexuses and command centers on 1, 2, and 3, and every once in a while hit, you know, 1 SCV, 2 SCV, 3 SCV, just every, you know, 15, 20 seconds or so.
Well, those
you'll
cannons,
be making a lot of workers.
I mean, we didn't get to plant mines in front of this tank, so it did a pretty, you know, satisfactory job of stopping this from doing too much damage.
Oh my god! What are we doing? we walked away from the dropship. How strange.
I think the dropship got pushed back a little bit, and then when you click
those goons were
the tank
definitely...
tried to run around.
Those goons definitely would issue. Could have been able to get off another shot. But, I mean, it's not the end of the world. But, I don't know. I think Snail actually got the better trade there. I mean, we lost 1 probe, a little bit of mining time, and we traded a dropship, a tank, and 2 vultures for 2 cannons.
Yeah, I'm a little...
Well, we got some good mines here and a nice siege. I'm actually liking this position right now.
Yeah, this is a really great attack. A lot of the...
He's going to clog up the Protoss before we have additional gates.
I mean, we've got a good-sized army, but we need to get it all together. There's a ton of Dragoons in the main base right now. But if we do a nice, big, strong pincer attack from all these directions, this could still work out.
He might even just counterattack.
Oh my gosh, he is just going around. There's no minefields at the natural really here.
No, and we've got to get all these tanks moved up into the natural area of the Protoss. But unfortunately, his APM is just going to be tasked too much with this counterattack happening. Tanks are being on top of... We do clean up a lot of goons. I mean, that's not bad.
Not enough,
there's only 8 goons remaining, though. I mean, SCVs can almost fight that. Losing all the extra vultures, though, without getting any mines down is unfortunate. But we got a tank popping, and if he sieges that up on the high ground, he's also sending siege tanks back.
A lot of siege tanks coming this way.
But these tanks in the natural have got to be pounding this Nexus. Finally, he gets some vultures in here, and we're gonna be killing a lot of probes here. So this is big right now. But here comes the flood of Protoss units finally coming down that ramp. Time to back up these vultures. Yeah, he does so.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get this army down this ramp, that'd be really good, because, you know, a lot of the tanks are missing from this army. You can clean up a large number of tanks here. And, I mean, Snail is on 4 base right now, so, you know, resetting the tank count, he's going to feel so comfortable to do whatever he wants for the next foreseeable future, because it's just the tanks that went back to stop the attack on the natural that are left. Oh, man, unsieged tanks just kind of moving forward here. We got to have a response from Snail.
Oh, stop these vultures. Oh, a great D-Matrix. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, big game.
Very nicely done.
That's the only reason this even looked decent, but it's still going to get all cleaned up anyways.
Yeah. Flanking army coming here and destroying this, and now Deathstar is stuck on 2 bases for an extremely long time versus a Protoss who are throwing down their far location gates now. It is going to seriously macro up a pretty big army coming up in just a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, we do have our 3rd CC floating to the location, so that's one thing that's positive. But yeah, losing all of those tanks. I mean, there is 1 tank on the map. 2, I'm sorry, 2.
Yeah, Deathstar needs to make a better use of his mines, I think. I think in all these engagements, we've only had just like 2-3 mines at the most.
Must have been a pause in there. Oh, he turned into the classic graphics. It's F5, my good buddy. F5. Let's take a look at those old school graphics. Oh man, when you're in the I said the replay timer popped up.
Actually, I actually really like the classic tile set graphics. Like if you look at the grass, the classic graphics look better than the current ones.
Well, I was
the
also
one thing that
zoomed
drives
out a
me
bit,
nuts is the mini map.
and the game looks really fucking zoomed out a little bit. Okay, well we got some mines going off at this fort. Kills a couple goons. I always like to see some blue goo. You know, I'm a fan of that. Killing a couple probes.
Luckily, we do have 2 cannons here, so
Yeah, you know, for having the cannons here, this was a pretty effective use of like 5-6 vultures.
yeah. I
I
mean, look,
killed
they're
a
still
ton of
getting
probes, like a ton. Killed like 8 probes and a couple goons, getting another mine hit off another goon and another one. Probably kill another one before they get to
I think that's a really smart move too. Your opponent is ahead, and so you got to make it chaotic and hold him back, and really tax his multitasking, so that way you can claw yourself back into this game here. We have the third now landing at the 9 o'clock base for Deathstar, so he's going to try to get himself a little bit more of a macro advantage. My main concern is that we only have 1 machine shop right now, with another one being created, and so our tank count it's not been able to be even remotely replenished at this point in the game, and we're taking a 5th base now for our Protoss player, and you're going to see a max Protoss army coming at you, and you're going to have like 7-8 tanks to deal with all of that.
Yeah, it's not looking good. And yeah, we did overshoot our command center. It went quite a bit farther than it ever should have.
No. Deathstar's only got 1 guy on gas in the natural. I was like, why is there so little gas with only 1 machine shop?
Oh no. Oh, I didn't even see that. Well, that is just an unfortunate error.
Dude, press F5 though, and look at how hard it is to see what's going on with the Protoss because of the brown.
Oh, I already pressed F5. Unfortunately, it makes the replay timer show up. Well, I guess I could just get rid of the replay timer. I could do that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. The mini map is like unintelligible as far as like for where
it really is. Okay.
Brown was always like terrible, but now that they added this tiny little black border around everything, it's super easy to see everything because all of the little dots and stuff pop out really well.
Well, we're gonna watch the rest of this in classic mode. See what our Terran buddy can do with this push here. I mean, he just kind of walks up to the Protoss natural, like, what's up?
I think tanks and vultures look actually cooler in the remastered or in the original graphics as well. They just look scarier because they've got all those black shadows on them.
Yeah. You know, I kind of liked not knowing that the vulture was just a guy on him. Like, never noticed that until remastered.
I always knew that they were supposed to be that, but yeah, they didn't really look nearly. It wasn't nearly as definitive.
I never really looked into it that much. Well, we got a counterattack.
We have another counterattack.
And going to Terran third here. So instead of the Terran taxing the Protoss, seems to be the other way around.
I actually really love that Snail does this when he's in a tough spot. Because he always buys himself enough time to get an army down the ramp. But one thing that Snail really just needs to do is rally his gateways. You don't want to try... You just don't want to be trying to get units down a ramp as a Protest player in any situation, pretty much. They're so bad at ramps. Like, ramps are OP versus Protoss.
Ramps in Brood War are just absolutely ridiculous. But unfortunately, we've just got a bunch of stray tanks just chilling. They're so far apart from one another. Literally just walking up to them with zealots and just cleaning them up almost instantaneously.
Oh, man. Army though for Snail is really just massive. Like look at Snail's macro, dude. He is on 5 bases. Granted, you know, they're not all saturated or whatever, but look
one
at his
is
money.
3 probes.
He's spending his money, dude. And that's like 90% of StarCraft. Just getting a lot of money and spending it. Like he's doing such a fantastic job. I'm really impressed with how well he's doing versus Deathstar.
I mean, Snail's improved quite a bit. You know, like he's a good player, no doubt about it. He's come a long way since last season. How much I can tell you. Well, good game for Snail. Looks like maybe he is the real victor of this group, going 3-0. Quite impressive. I believe that's the end. I don't think there was a Snail View game. We missed out on that. Possibly another game somewhere along the way. Not sure. Maybe Cantshoot versus View. I think that was the other one we're missing. So congrats to Snail, essentially winning that group. Avanhokie with a 3-1. I guess you can call that a tie. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a quick break, maybe go relieve myself and get something to drink, and come back with Group 31. Sound good with you?
Yeah, dude.
All right, boys. I'll be back in a smidge. Alrighty, I am back. Is Doc here? Does anybody know?
Nah, he committed suicide. What's up?
You know, it
This
sounds
is
like
Doc
something he would do, to be honest.
Night.
Ow! Well, I mean, if I was him... Oh, I'm not sure if this is good news or bad, but Group 31 has way less games. So that's a thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I actually had to get some dressing for this bowl of leaves I had. But we got that taken care of now, so. Oh, Snail, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the cast, my friend.
Hey, what's up, Dan? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, looks like we're down a player in this group. Also, only 4 players
Man,
as opposed to 5.
I haven't been casting in long enough. My voice is starting to go like way faster than it used to. I am not down with like the 8-hour cast now. Yeah, you remember like back in the day when I used to cast with like Urbmon and them, like, and we would just like do it for like 8-9 hours sometimes. Like, I can't do that anymore, dude. It's killing my throat now.
Well, I don't see how anyone could cast for 8-9 hours. I watched that Artosis Cadensi stream.
Oh, I know. That's
cast.
insane.
That was nuts. I was like, dude, how are you guys not falling asleep at the end? For real.
StarCraft's exciting. I love playing and watching it, but you know, after a certain amount of time, it's just very emotionally and physically taxing to be talking and be that excited for that long, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I could be excited for a long time, I think. But we're definitely moving up the pay grade here. Definitely going to be some higher level play, I believe. I think these players...
Who's Foxfox? Is that just Fox, or is that yellow fox bat?
No, it's Foxfox.
That's Fox.
It's
Got
Fox.
it.
Yep.
Fox is good, man.
Fox
Or at
is
least his
super
ZBT
good.
is good. He's beaten me a good number of times.
We're going to see a Korea here in a second. Yep. Fox is Korean. He does speak English, though. And he speaks it fairly well, actually, for being Korean. Austria? Wow. Yeah, players from all over the CPL. That's pretty cool to see, to be honest. You know what I mean? I never would have thought Koreans would have been in this group. But we do have a nice TVP, surprise, surprise, coming at you. And it should be exciting to see a little bit higher level play coming. What is Korean Hangul? Is that like written language? Is that spoken?
Hangul? Yeah, I think it's the written language. I don't know for sure. I don't really know Korean very well, but I think it's the written language.
I'm sorry, didn't you say Afrika gave you money? I think you're supposed to know what Hangul is then.
Yeah, but a white guy from Afrika gave me the money. I just talked to him in American.
An American, nice. Spoken like a true American.
Yeah.
Okay, least coming at us here with Hangul equals alphabet. So I'm guessing that means
okay.
written language. Cool, good to know.
Yeah, like you can learn to read it. How many different symbols are there? It's like it's like less than the alphabet, like the American alphabet, because they're syllables as opposed to.
You said there's less?
There's only there's a limited number of syllables as opposed to sounds.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I can tell you,
Chinese
I
is
tried learning...
think the craziest of the Asian languages, but like Japanese and Korean are fairly easy to learn to read. No, Japanese.
Japanese has over 5,000 kanji. 5,000 different characters. Good luck reading.
Yeah, but that's different than the Hangul, right? Because Hangul's like the phonetic.
Well, they
alphabet.
also. Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying with the. Oh man, Pylon. Hello, Traps 1 SCB gonna scribble. Oh, he gets it out!
No! Yeah.
Good stuff.
Stop microing it.
Good stuff. That's amazing.
That's hard to do.
Dude, I don't even know how you do that. You said stop micro?
I think it's stop or hold. You spam out of it, and then you spam stop or hold at the same time. I just spam on both because I don't remember which one, but like yeah, so you force the SCV's like body into it, and then it does that stupid thing where it just like runs around all over. You know how like things do that. Yeah. So then they get out because they can path over it, but it's hard to do.
Yeah, Japanese also has something or other for sounds, I think. Man, what else do they have? Oh, this is gonna bother me. Kanji is like the actual words, though. But there's a ton of characters for that. I think they tell you need to read at least like 2,000 just to even like read a newspaper.
You know, in a lot of Asian countries, a lot of the population is losing their ability to read.
What?
Yeah, because they all use computers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they type with like the phonetic sounds, and it turns them into kanji, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but why would they not be able to read?
Not to read, sorry, to write.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's an article, I think,
what are we doing here?
That was about that. It's pretty interesting.
One base robo. We just go on fast reaver. Well, it gets scattered immediately, so good on Fox.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. And Fox is like a high tier 2 player, I think, so he should have an idea
he's
of
tier
what to
1
do at this
now,
point.
For sure.
Oh, is he? Okay, yeah, I just remember playing him in one of the CPL leagues at some point. I'd like to play in tier 1. I think I'll probably get smashed. I don't think I'm
probably
good enough to eat high in like tier 1 because, I mean, there's some really very strong players in there, but
I think
I prefer the stronger competition to motivate me to really, really put in time.
Yeah, definitely. However, I do think this next season upcoming is going to be quite a bit different. Oh, we're finally getting our Nexus down by 15. I think this next season, they've definitely weeded out a lot of the stronger players and are just making them coaches. Because, yeah, I mean, people think 1900, 2000 MMR. But this isn't the league for you. I'm sorry. Join the STPL or the Have At You tournaments.
No, I think you can play at 1900. I mean, like,
1900
mullet is 1900.
That's incredibly high.
I don't know if it's, incredibly high. You can, like, I beat 80s on occasion. Like, he beats me more than I beat him, but I'm getting better.
Well, yeah, he probably beats you 90%. If he's 1900, he should be. That or his TVZ is lacking.
I'm like 1720 or something right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm B right now. You can check my I'm 1715, I think, or 1720 right now, and I beat him on occasion. But both of our best matchups are ZVT because we both play against each other so often.
Well, the regular Doc Holiday name is 0-5 in customs, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, I have a terrible customs record, but that's because I play against anybody. I just love playing against people who are better than me and getting squashed.
It's a different name. It's a different account. There's no way you're 0-0 on ladder, but 0-5 in customs this season.
Oh.
Somehow I doubt that. Well, looks like we finally got some doings going on here. This Reaver still never came out. Did we go like observer beforehand?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw a shuttle.
Confused. Yeah, the shuttle's still just chilling at the natural, but Reaver's only halfway done.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a weird game for the Protoss. I'm so flabbergasted.
It could just be a match. I mean, how these matchups are being done. I think that most of the people that I played were reasonably within my MMR, but I mean, Fox could be being matched up with a tier 2 player or even lower. I don't really know how this is being handled as far as the groups go.
The groups were matched with players within 100 MMR of each other.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Scarf's overreported his MMR then.
It's definitely possible.
Or Fox
underreported, which is likely.
I think being overconfident though is more likely because I know I saw like people reporting MMR ranges of like 1600 or like 1900, and that's a massive leap in skill.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier, and you were like, not really. I take games off 80s all the time.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm saying it's reasonable to play against those people. I'm not saying like that's not a big difference. Because the 80s beats me the vast majority of the time.
That's why
But
I
I
said
still
90% of the
compete
time.
against them.
You were like, nah. It's about what it should be. At least that's what I think. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's. I don't know. This is like the strangest build from Protoss I've ever seen.
This is a nice pickup on that one goon, though. Oh my gosh, we have 2 Reavers in the shuttle?
Yeah, double Reaver, but we don't have any protection. So we're going to throw up a wall real quick to stop these vultures. So
At least there's
good.
nothing in the
Nothing
third
at the
for-
third, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Nothing
I
to
guess is good.
This Reaver could probably take the main, though, as long as they don't hit any of these mines.
Yeah, looks like he's finally
There's only
sending it
4
over.
tanks. And all the vultures are on the map. Okay, here's 2 more tanks. Those need to stay in the main. Oh my. This could do a lot of damage. There are 3 mines right there and a turret, though. If we have bad luck on where we drop these guys off, that could be a big issue.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's smart,
and the
you know?
2 tanks.
Well, you really need something else in the shuttle to drop. You don't want to be dropping a Reaver to drop another Reaver to shoot scarabs, you know?
Yeah. Could you
On
imagine
something
being the
cheap.
first Reaver to drop? Like, you go first. No, you go first. You're gonna be the bait Reaver.
Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, this is actually pretty
Sitting
cute.
Reavers on the
I'll
top of
let
the
you-
third?
you can just
This is really
pick
annoying.
them up there. There we go. The goons are they gonna bust down this and kill
They
these
should.
things?
I mean, oh my god, these Reavers are just eating, everything. Look how damaged this whole pile of Protoss is.
Yeah, man. Scar's appearing to have a bit of a difficult time here, man. Look at this beautiful wall at the natural here from Fox. Fox really showing that he knows what he's doing in this matchup.
Certainly better than I. That's no doubt about it.
Bit of an unfortunate tank loss, but he did get a couple of goons for it, so, you know, it's not a terrible trade.
Oh my god, the tank shoots
Oh
at
my
the-
god!
Oh!
The double Reaver tank. That guy is gonna go on the freaking, like, war memorial.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I had a piece of tree star in my mouth, so I couldn't quite commentate as it was happening. But wow, one tank shot, 2 Reavers. That is impressive. I was wondering if I was going to get that second shot off too. I'm like, the second Reaver's too slow. It has to reposition. Didn't get there. Well, I mean, Scarves. I mean, his money's getting a little high, but he must be doing some good macro because he's ahead in supply despite losing all of these units. I mean, he only killed one tank there, and he lost like 4 goons and 2 Reavers.
So he's going carrier. We already have a couple carriers on the map.
2 more on the way.
Yeah. Oh my god. Shuttle, please! It doesn't appear to have been scanned yet. It might have been.
Oh my goodness.
It depends
These
on
vultures.
when that part of the map was seen. But you would expect to see Goliath production right now if, you know...
Yeah, with the carriers
knew
already
about it.
existing? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So this could be pretty catastrophic if Fox doesn't get a beat on this soon. Five kill Vulture, not bad. Alrighty, third Stargate about to complete here. What's the magic number for carriers? What's like 6? Oh, and he scans it!
Yep, there's the scan. Really with 4, you can start attacking. Like these should be moving across the map now. I was surprised he made a third Stargate also. It's awfully strange.
We're going 6 facts.
Yeah, we're gonna need more of those too.
On third
Once
base,
you're
what do
at
you
3
need?
base,
9?
yeah, once you're at 3 base, you should have 9.
Look at me, I'm learning. You see that? I knew a thing about this matchup. I didn't know a thing about this matchup before.
Well, now you know some things.
That's one thing.
Yeah, I mean, really, you can push it to like 10 or 11 too, but usually that's more for like when you're gonna get
Like
a
vulture
base.
heavy?
Yeah, that too. Vultures build really fast, and they're super cheap. We have really bad SCV saturation at the third base though. I think that's holding us back a little bit for our Terran player.
Yeah, I mean that CC was held up in the air for quite some time by having those reavers on the high ground with the goons.
All the more SCVs.
I don't know if it was really worth it though, but
I just don't know what we're waiting for on these carriers. Are we waiting for the 6th, boys?
I wonder if he didn't. I think he might not have noticed that they got scanned.
Even still, with 4, you move them. But now it's non-stop Goliath. I mean, we're not even building tanks at this point.
Well, I mean, he's got such a nice, healthy tank count.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't really need him at this point.
Well, that when you're going carriers too. I mean, your gateway unit count is going to be so much lower.
Yeah.
All you need is just tanks and Goliaths. It's when zealots start coming into the mix that it really goes off your unit comp. You need to start dedicating a couple factories to just vultures. Well, this goon's going to eat a couple 9s. Oh, it's toast.
Yeah. 4th base now coming down here. Oh my gosh, is this one going to go too? Oh no, he can't. Okay.
Oh, here comes the carriers. We're going to get scouted by mines of all things.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Scarf's build, I mean, his supply is not bad considering that he's got a carrier army, because you don't really need to be ahead of Terran so much when you've got carriers, but I don't know, his game plan has just been funny a little bit. Alright, where are the rest of our Goliaths though? They're chilling back at the natural expansion. This could be a lot of tanks going down completely for free.
Well, it looks like he's going to pick off all the Goliaths first, and once that happens, you're in big trouble here, to be honest. Like, you can't kill carriers with like 5 or 6 Goliaths. It's just never going to happen.
Yeah,
Most
and
Goliaths
these Goliaths are
gone.
going to have a hard time to get past this tank wall too. The pathing is going to be pretty bad. Oh my gosh, though. Did we already lose a carrier just now?
No.
Oh no, this carrier micro. Yeah, we've lost 2.
We lost 1 now. No, just 1. At least I think. Just 1. I think we started with 7. By the way, I'm not sure about moving in with those goons right away. Probably should have kept targeting these Goliaths. Good targeting by Fox, though, because now with no gateway army, the carriers have nothing to hide behind, so these Goliaths can just chase them down relentlessly.
The carrier number is pretty intimidating, though. I mean, we've got 8. We don't have a massive ball of Goliaths yet. These guys are getting
good
just
micro.
right-clicked.
And this is good micro right now. Like, notice how he's keeping the interceptors out.
Yeah. Finally using them over,
Ridges
with
and
the
whatnot.
what do they call it? Horizontal carrier, I think is what the Koreans call it, or something.
I don't know.
Where you just keep the carriers moving so that the interceptors always fire.
Yeah, a lot of these
Another
carriers
carrier
in the
goes
red,
down.
though. One with
Super
60 health,
bruised.
one with 48. I mean, he's killing a ton of Goliaths, though. I mean, he's getting serious value right now. Loses another one. Where's his gateway army? Look at all these zealots and goons sitting at the natural. We gotta send these boys over. There's only 3 tanks and 3 Goliaths left.
Yeah. One thing that
Send the
I'm worried...
boys.
I'm kind of worried about when I watch lower level play, and I'm not like saying lower than me. I'm saying just that we're all, lower level, is that a lot of times players neglect to unite their army, and so they often will have an army advantage but lose fights because they've only sending half their units at a time.
Yeah, army control is a big problem I have. I am not good with getting everything together and moving as one, sieging properly.
Oh
It's
my
hard.
gosh. Fox's Goliaths have no fear, man. They're just chasing down these carriers and doing a magnificent job at doing damage to them. Look at
This
this
carrier
one!
has
Dude, this
1.
carrier survived with
Yeah,
1 HP!
1.
Oh my god, I'd be so upset.
He's gonna finish off these Goliaths too. But what
What's
are
that
we doing
Goliath
with
doing?
the goons and the zealots? If the goons
Yeah,
and zealots were over here, this game is over. Well, I think it's interesting. Fox is taking the old school approach to carriers. You know, the new school approach is very like interceptor killing heavy. You get the big ball, and the interceptors just kind of evaporate. And here he's just going for the carriers. But you can see how this causes a problem. I mean, we have 3 carriers that are like so close to death. They just
You
can't
need
quite
more
finish them.
Goliaths though to do that, right? Like I think there's a
To
specific
kill the
number of
interceptors?
Goliaths start fighting interceptors.
Yeah, you need a
efficiently,
lot.
Yeah,
Like a lot.
it's like 14 or something crazy,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's more than that. It's like a lot, like control groups. You need a lot. Interceptors are quick.
Naokin did a video about it
What is happening with?
because there's a breakpoint of Goliaths that you need to kill interceptors before they retreat.
Well, it's with +2. It's something like only like four Goliath shots down to 3, I think. That's why the
Here
+2
we go.
is a big
Now
deal.
we're starting to get a serious Goliath ball here. Oh, and the carriers are out in the open too.
Oh, there goes one.
There we go. There is one.
If he clicks on the right one, he can get 2 and 3 pretty quick. Also, I just want to see the Gateway Army finally. It's coming. Oh my goodness, this has been building for so long. I mean, look at the supply
4 tanks
differential.
now.
I mean,
Or 5 tanks, I guess now.
yeah, but 4 or 5 tanks is nothing to all of these zealots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. There's only a couple of tanks left, so even if all these Goliaths died,
Oh, he's moving in with the carriers too much. And, he left half of his Gateway Army behind. Oh, that's not good.
that's what I'm saying,
I don't think
man.
it's going to matter, though.
Yeah. I mean,
Once
this
these zealots
army's
get on
not
top of
moving.
Goliaths, it's like, ugh. Because then Goliaths can't even move forward to pick off the carriers either.
Yeah, they're just wasting shots on interceptors, getting shredded by the zealot damage.
Yeah, look at these carriers, man. They're... Oof. Well, there's still a lot of Goliaths left over. You gotta be
Still
careful.
got guns that
There
we're
goes
not
one carrier.
controlling the course.
There goes 2.
2. Oh man, we're down to 4 carriers right now.
Oh my god, this vulture.
And there's still
hero.
a vulture there.
Hero vulture,
8
8
kills.
kills, 9,
Wow.
10. He's gonna kill all of them, 100%. That single vulture can honestly be changing the face of this game.
Oh yeah. At least the front base for Fox stopped that, but I mean he's still got a lot of gas left on these 2 bases. He could easily put together at least, another army.
He's gonna need a big one though, but I mean we still only have 1 tank.
Yeah, I don't know. This ain't it though.
But
That's for sure.
We need.
You don't want to fight this Gateway Army.
Well, we got 2 separate carriers with 0 interceptors. They haven't even started building the control. It's a little bit of work.
Yeah, I mean it is easy for us to just say that.
Oh yeah,
for
oh yeah.
servers or whatever,
Well, I'm not
but
saying I'm better by any
yeah.
means. I am horrible.
Yeah. It is hard.
Yeah, this game is super hard. But I know what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. It's so funny too because when you're a caster and you've casted a lot of high level games, or even just a fan who watches a lot of high level games, like you're seeing the mistakes and you're like, hey, what? Come on, you're a pro. What are you?
Yeah, what are you
This is
doing?
a big mistake. And then you go back to play yourself, and nothing you do is even remotely competent, and you're just like,
Oh yeah, it's not even close.
this is what I feel like when you've got like the fucking fat old jocks that are like sitting at home watching football and like yelling at the players, "You fucking idiot! What are you doing?" And you're just like, "Can you even run a mile?" Like, come on, bro.
How long does it take you to do the 40-yard dash? 12 seconds? You're horrible. Well, this is not a good attack with gateway units. Basically just throwing them away. Well, we got a heck of a lot more carriers being produced. And we're up to 10. 11 just hit the field. 12 is going to be coming out soon. It's almost a full control group.
Yeah, this is a crap ton of carriers right now, and there's not enough Goliaths on the field here. I think the natural should be close to mining out at this point, so we really needed to be able to deal with these guys.
Bit of a sneaky fourth, but it's there. Oh, but can we survive? This is just too many carriers, I think. I think it's another one there. That is important.
Yeah, down to 8.
Oh, all of his Goliaths are stuck behind tanks, though.
Yeah, that's got to be the hardest part. Like, when I watch mech people play well, like, they don't have all these issues, but every time I try to play mech on ladder on my little Smurfy Terran account or whatever, like, my Goliaths can never make it past my tanks, ever. And my Vultures, too. They get all stuck on the tanks.
Oh my god. In the midst of all this, Protoss just Maynarded a ton of probes to that top right. He just went right past Terran's little sneaky base there.
Yeah.
And sent up Vultures to kill the probes. Just why not?
This new hero Vulture got 8 kills already. Like, these Vultures, these little Vulture run
I'll tell you, though,
changed the face of this game.
Yeah, well, while he's spending all of his time doing that, his Goliaths are getting eviscerated by these carriers. I think microing the Goliaths was more important than the Vulture in that scenario.
Oh yeah, if you lose here.
So, yeah, like, beautiful, he killed a ton of probes there. But these carriers are staring at you in the face. 4 of these are in the deep red. 2 have 17, 1 is 27.
Look at this Goliath production. We're starting to fight these guys off. Dude, this is so stressful to watch, man.
I feel like the Terranists have been on the brink of losing this game this entire time. I don't know how this is still going. He gets another one. We're only down to 7 carriers now. I mean, he killed like all the ones in the red.
Goliath versus carrier always stresses me out because I always feel like the Goliaths are losing.
I mean, they're a hell of a lot cheaper and quicker to build than carriers. Carriers take forever, especially with all the interceptors. We're not even mining at the 3 o'clock right now for Protoss. This game is so strange. Is even a Wraith on the battlefield? When did that happen?
Do Protoss players ever play or get armor for their air units?
I believe so. Maybe not. Maybe just attack. I don't know.
I feel like it'd be good, right? Because Goliaths have a multi-hit attack, right? So armor's doubly effective versus them, right?
Is it per missile? I don't know if that's each individual missile.
It's part of the reason why armor is so important versus Goliaths on mutas, I thought. Or maybe it's just because mutas are the right unit size.
Well, don't mutas have 120 health, so essentially it's 6 missiles. 6 shots from a Goliath to kill a muta.
Yeah.
Without armor. So getting that 1 additional armor makes it into a 7th shot for each muta. That's the thing. Well, actually, I mean...
Because they regen, though.
Yeah, Zerg regens right away, yeah. That's what I was about to say. See, Terran doesn't have that, so I kind of forget about it.
Well, mutas also take half damage, which is very important.
Oh, yes, that's true. I forgot about that.
So that's part of the reason why armor is really good. But I could have sworn that each missile's a separate hit.
This is a problem. Oh my god, these mines are huge.
Gosh,
these mines are huge. Oh my god, right as all the SCVs
gets
get here.
all of them.
Yeah. And we don't have any gateway units anywhere. We have a single Dragoon. We've literally spent every dime on these carriers.
I think Foxfox has done it, dude.
I think so. I think he has.
There's no mining left for Scarfs.
Well, what was going on at this third? He never made a wall. He never left a unit here. These Vultures just repeatedly annihilated this. I mean, he's going to wipe out this CC here. The bottom left, there's no saving this.
Yeah, but he's still got his...
He's still got the 12 o'clock, and he's
carriers cost money to keep up, though. That's the thing. They're going to run out of interceptors.
Well, the interceptors don't disappear, but...
yeah, but you can...
They do get shot over time.
Right efficiently, and yeah. We've got a pretty sizable Terran army now.
Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, he's taken over in supply. Honestly, I think that Vulture harassment, that repeated killing the probes over and over and over again.
Yeah.
that has just stifled the Protoss. But I also don't think he was paying enough attention to those bases. Like, he didn't put up the proper defenses.
Yeah, just a couple of cannons would have saved his butt.
Yeah, literally, like, I think one would have done it. Like, putting a single cannon probably would have won him this game.
Can this third land? I think there's a mine in the way. He's gonna have to kill it with some SCVs. He's gotta repair that.
Or just mine from there. I mean, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's not a lick of mining, and only, well, there is 10 carriers, but they all haven't finished building their interceptors, and the ones that are building interceptors are even building up to 8, we only know.
Yeah, we're actually at 0 minerals now.
Well,
like
we're actually at 27.
Look,
35, he's mining something
like,
from the third.
We have 104.
And 108.
Yeah, so there's very little minerals left, but you know what I'm saying.
Very, very little. We should send another SCB to the bottom left while we're doing this, by the way. I mean, when the Protoss only has a carrier army, it can only be in one place at once. So while he has this top right now, if the carriers do manage to fend off these Goliaths, they could go kill that. You gotta have multiple bases to be mining from. Although, killing these interceptors, I mean, you can't rebuild them.
Yeah. One thing I do wish he would do, though, is aim move a little bit more, though. I guess he doesn't know that interceptors are a serious hamper on the Protoss economy or anything right now, right? But
yeah,
I feel like he's target firing so much that his Goliath DPS is suffering from it.
Oh, man, saves that Nexus with 27 HP. Not sure if that's gonna come to effect. Oh, he just might. He's getting the probes by.
Yeah, but all you gotta do is send like a Vulture again.
Yeah. Hard for carriers to keep up with Vultures. This game is crazy because Fox is now completely mined out. Also, I mean, he's got nothing.
I mean, he does have a CC on the way, though.
On the way, but it's not done. We're long distancing. This is a crazy game. What are these wraiths? Oh my god, does he have cloak? There's no observers. There's no observers. Oh my goodness. God. No way.
Oh my god, this is
it. No way.
There's no way an observer is going to get here in time.
Oh my goodness.
Does he have an observer anywhere?
No, these are probes.
There's one observer on the map coming.
No way. It doesn't matter. The damage has been done. 2 carriers already down. 3rd one's about to go down.
Oh my god. The
fourth one, he's going to kill the 4th one, the weak one. Oh my goodness.
We might even get a 5th.
No.
If he commit. Oh no. Yeah.
But all of his Goliaths are now going up to the base. That's going to end it right there.
Yep. Oh my gosh, that's wild.
What a way to end it. 4 wraiths. It's not even like he had to make multiple starports or anything. Just eke out a wraith whenever he could. No GG though. Does he really think he can make this happen with 5 carriers?
Look, he's got 22 minerals. Okay.
I've seen some wild Protoss defends with just a couple carriers, like at the very, very end of the game when literally everything is mined out.
You have to mine 400 minerals. Long distance.
Yeah, to get the Nexus, it's not gonna happen. Like we're literally, it's make or break it with these 5 carriers. He has to stop the Terran from mining. He's just gotta stop the Terran from mining. That's it. How funny though, not having an observer.
Fox is just lifting all his little bases now.
I mean, do what you can, but you expand to the top left, the top right corner and the bottom left corner. That's how you win this. Oh, this CC going down. This hurts. Good thing.
Oh, dude, we have a floating command center in the bottom left. I didn't even realize.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it gets spotted by a probe, so now these carriers are coming over. Then that's just a freebie, which is a super bummer. We gotta lift our main CC also. You may as well. It's not doing anything for you. Although I guess you do need a CC sitting somewhere, so these SCPs actually have somewhere to go.
Okay, here comes the attack. This has got to end it now.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if Terran moving to the center would make sense.
I mean, if he just pressures the space, he has literally nothing left.
Yeah, just send in like a single Goliath, or a single tank. That'll do it.
Yeah, just one tank over and over. He has to bring his army back every time.
But I mean, he's mining so much more than Protoss right now. Like,
If only you could lift
once
these turrets.
SCVs yeah. No, no, his turrets grew legs. Look at them; they're all walking. They're all walking to the north.
Oh man, that creeped me out. They got like fucking human legs on them. They look like the mimics from Dark Souls.
Oh my goodness, those guys. Whew, they're tough.
They make the
customers.
weirdest noise. The noise is what freaks me out.
Didn't we have 5 carriers? We somehow got up to 7. Although 2 of these carriers only have 1 interceptor. I guess that's all we have money for.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's actually hilarious. You might as well just have the interceptors flying around.
One of the 1 interceptor carriers actually has a kill.
Right.
I wonder what it killed.
Look, he's scanning. He's gonna kill all
Could
the
this
ops.
be it?
Easy peasy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I didn't even think about that. Protect the observer! Who would have thought this game's coming down to protect the observer?
You can't even remake an ops. Dude, this is the last ops.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he put a vulture in the way of the probe mining, so the probes can't even long distance mine anymore. Ooh, always getting eaten
There we
by
go.
this. Oh no, it doesn't even matter. Screw the observer. He's,
there's
he's
the ops.
annihilating
It's
the
done.
carriers.
Yeah, but now we can
Yep.
cloak and just kill
Yep,
everything.
and that's it. That's exactly what he does. GG. Wow, wow, Fox is a beast. What a
game.
crazy game.
Dude, he looked so dead for a while there with the carriers.
Oh,
at
for
his
the longest
natural.
time, I cannot believe he won that.
Wow. Sick game.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm speechless after that one. That was wild.
Look at that, man. 35-minute game. Foxfox.
Oh, they were
Keeping
only
it up to 220.
they were only separated by like 300 resources spent.
Yep.
They were so dead even. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Jesus, that was an exhausting fucking game. Holy crap.
Well, gotta
It's the
give
kind of
Fox his
game that you
point.
need like a nap afterwards. You play that game, your body is just like wrecked.
Wow. Man, I'm so surprised by that. Oh god, I really gotta stop starting these games.
Oh, did you do it again?
I did, but I canceled it right
Oh
away.
my gosh.
Unfortunately, there's no way to stop the timer and still be in the lobby. You have to just make a new one. Oh my goodness. Holy cow, it's getting late. Oh. These games take a little longer than I expect sometimes.
Yeah. How many more replays do we have to get through after this?
I think there's like 4 or 5.
you kidding
This group had a lot less games than the other one.
Jesus.
Well, we started a whole nother group. I don't know if you noticed.
What? Why?
What do you mean? Fox? We're watching Fox games all of a sudden. We watched 12 games without him. And
Yeah, I
he's
didn't
here.
think about it.
Because it's StarCraft, and we love StarCraft, and
We might
we
have
love
to cast the rest,
ZBT.
some of these on Sunday or something, dude, because I gotta get up in the
Oh,
morning.
you're tapping out? It's only 9:30. What time
Yeah, I
you
gotta
getting
go.
up?
Well, I don't have to get. I mean, like, I just can't stay up super late. I'm saying because I got a funeral to go to in the morning. It's in Sacramento, so I gotta go. I gotta drive.
I have no idea how far away that is from you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Scuzzy's the one that knows.
Yeah, I do not live in California. I do not very much know the layout.
Yeah.
I'm
Shoop
on
is
the
mo- is-
absolute opposite side of the country.
Shoop is in California too, you know?
Oh, shoop de whoop.
Yeah, he just moved.
Scum of the earth people.
Wow!
Sham Toozles is in Cali, is he not?
Yes, sir.
Well, sounds like the party is out west.
Well, we're gonna
I'll tell you what,
actually probably plan a thing.
What? What is plan a thing? What does that even mean?
Like a little welcome to California thing for Shoot.
Oh, he just moved there?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Can't throw a come to California party for Boss Ross? I see how it is.
You're not coming to California. We're just gonna party without you.
I would be if I was being thrown a party, but I'm certainly not gonna be if I'm not invited to a party. Rude.
Dude, if you come to California, we're gonna fucking turn up, man.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna come unless there's a party involved, so I need to be aware that this is being organized beforehand. Well, we got a hatch first from our Zerg player, and we're going gas as Terran. So, gonna be some factory play. We're walling in.
I'm really scared for this Overlord, though. It's going the wrong direction. If we see it with something, the Marine is just gonna go murder it.
Well, I mean, there's not a Marine out. It's not even one being produced.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think it's gonna be okay, to be honest with you.
Oh my gosh!
Is this like this must be a full wall? Bling tight.
I think that this is going to be 2-port Wraith. Because you don't need the full wall if you're going just the 1-1-1. And you normally want to expand more quickly than this.
I mean, we got three. We got three on gas. So, if I had to guess, yes, probably a 2-port. That should be exciting. I haven't seen a 2-port game like at all.
Yeah, this is pretty unfortunate actually for open hand, because if he had sent the Overlord in the correct direction, in the drone in the correct direction, he would have gotten here and been able to see all this.
Even it's the scout in, so we see it's 3 hatch. Interesting placement for that second hatchery. You don't see that.
Yeah, you don't normally want to place it there.
Yeah, you want it spread out so you can hide things.
It's not just that too. Like, a drop could kill, a lot of important stuff if it just came here, and this is creating a barrier between your hatchery and your that like the Marines can micro around.
Oh my goodness, he's hiding the second port. Like the mini map's in the way. I found it.
Wait, why?
I found it.
Oh, it's in the bottom left.
Yeah,
I see the SCV
underneath the mini map.
Why do they do this? Why is this a thing?
I zoomed in to find it because I only saw the first one and I was like, "What's going on?" Oh, I guess he's trapping an SCV back there for the Wraith micro.
No, but what I'm saying is why is the replay overlay do this? This is so frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know.
This just needs to be this is like the easiest patch. It's got to be, right? Like,
you would think so. Alright, well, we're going straight into lair, but he did make the den. Obviously he sees the factory, so he knows something's going on. Did he actually ever even see the factory? I don't even know if he ever even moved anything up there.
I don't think he did. I think it was just a safety sun.
No.
Wait, what? He's getting a machine shop? Are you kidding me? There's nothing here?
Well, yeah, I mean, we never made a Marine.
But the Vulture, why'd he get a machine shop?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know the answer to these questions. I just work here.
2-port Wraith into a tanks?
Maybe it's for show? Oh, he does start his CC finally, though. First Wraith on the way. No control tower yet, so we're not going to have cloak anytime soon.
Hydras are going to be out to deal with this.
Yeah, they sure will be. And there's the first one now. And like I said, no control tower, so we don't have any cloak coming anytime soon. See how good the Wraith micro is. Not doing so hot at the moment. These Wraiths get low. Kills one Hydra. Excuse me, another sneeze. Oh, we could definitely start killing some drones or overlords, whichever one we prefer. Drones
you gotta go for those overlords. Overlords is like the
the reason why this is good.
Well, especially when
Like,
you
when
end
you
up
kill-
cloaked.
Yeah, because when you're killing overlords, like, yeah, sure, it helps the cloak, but the supply block completely freezes the Zerg out from producing, you know, hydras and stuff. So if they don't get enough out to stop it initially, then you just win. And you can start, like, two-shotting overlords really fast as well.
Well, Spore finishes up there. That
Oh
cleans
my
up
gosh,
one of
gets
these
a
rays. Yeah. Now, those things shoot pretty quick. You gotta be on your toes.
Yep. The Wraith Micro hasn't been super impressive so far, you know, honestly. I mean, we had Wraiths on the field before the Spire was done. Hydras came out kind of late. Oh my god, these Scourge are going to connect.
Oh,
All
my
onto one,
goodness.
though. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Well. Game's hard. What can you say?
Yeah.
Well, we're getting our turrets up now, but we still have only a single Marine just now floating over our CC. This is trouble.
Eh.
Oh, I mean,
the mineral
realistically, I
economy
guess.
is pretty good. What I would do in this, or what I would recommend you do in this situation, since Overhand is in a pretty good spot, honestly, is just start taking bases and go mass muta.
Just muted them to death.
Yeah, 4-base muta, you get armor upgrades, so Goliaths don't do crap. In case your opponent goes Goliaths, and you just murder everything.
I'll tell you what, those Modesty games were pretty interesting with the mass muta Guardian play.
Yep. The two hatch muta
Yeah.
in the Guardian, or a 3-hatch?
No, it's 2-hatch. It was incredible. It really was.
2-hatch muta is really good. It's such a difficult strategy.
You like trap the Terran into making Valkyries because they don't have enough time to get radiates. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
We're massing up these wraiths though.
These Scourge, though, there's no point to do this. You don't need Scourge at this point. You just get a Spore, and you put some Hydras in each mineral line, and you go ham on the expansion and the drones. The Scourge just seems like such a waste of gas. I mean, right now you've got such a surplus of gas, but I feel like going mass muta once you've got these bases down is a much better use of gas.
Killing a couple of freebie overlords here. Well, I mean, he is double expanding, so he is heeding some of your word here.
How good is Patrol Micro versus Scourge with Wraiths?
I'm honestly not sure. Is Patrol even the key that you use?
Patrol's the fastest.
Well, I know
attack.
Patrol is the fastest for vultures. Is it for wraiths?
No,
also?
it's in the game for everything.
Oh, well, all right then.
That's why you patrol Muta versus Scourge as well.
Huh? Learn something new every day. That's what's
I
awesome
think
about StarCraft. You never know.
technically, right. There's like a M right click that's faster, but that's difficult.
Yeah, I heard about
extremely
using
difficult to do.
M. Yeah, I never heard about that either. It's like, that sounds very strange.
So you move left click, and then you right click on the
Mhm.
unit that you.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
away. It's difficult, but apparently it's quite strong. It makes a big difference when you're micro muta versus workers.
I mean, these are pro plays, man. Like, I don't think we're ever doing stuff.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Here we go, though.
yeah.
Now we've got a bunch of mutas on the field, and now Fox is looking to be in a very dire situation. Obviously, his mutas are going to absolutely annihilate these wraiths. Do we have +1 armor on the way? In the mutas? Yep, they already have it, actually. So the Goliaths are going to be extremely ineffective as well. We've
That's
got
exactly
4
what we're going
bases.
to, too.
Everything is looking really, 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 really good for open hand right now. Oh my gosh, and the Wraiths get
Good night.
completely annihilated.
And move across the map time. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard to say that because you're worried sometimes about turrets and stuff, and repair can do a really good job.
But
at
he
that,
doesn't even know what's over here. He's not here.
Yeah, I was gonna say you want to at least
see.
Use your Mito Micro to
Hey,
do
here he
some
comes,
damage.
He's here now.
Yeah, and the main doesn't look too well protected. There's a lot of places that you can park these Mutalisks and kill whole bunch of stuff. Like, if you park these Mutalisks over these factories, even, you know, use the ramp against the Goliaths, pretty strong.
Well, instead he's just going to peace out for now. And, I don't know, is there any argument to just moving up to Hive and getting Guardians? Is that not any good for Goliaths?
Guardians suck versus Goliaths.
Really?
Yeah, Guardians are the counter to Goliaths, because Guardians are larger, so the
but
Goliaths
they take full damage?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
So Mutas actually beat Goliaths. So all you do is you get gas and you just keep upgrading your Mutalisks, and you just make a crap ton of Mutas. Looks like we're going for a Hydra drop though. This is also a pretty good strategy. Getting Hydras in here with the Mutas to fight in the main was going to be pretty devastating. So we've got let's see, looks like 12 Hydras in here.
12, yep.
That's pretty good.
Group plus the Mutas. I mean, it's only 2 tanks, and they're at the natural.
Yeah, like even with the tanks here, there wouldn't be
able to target
win
down
this
turrets.
fight.
That would be interesting. Oh, vessels, nice. He's not gonna kill him.
No, he just needs to fight these Goliaths head on. Easy. There we go.
We're doing it.
Oh, well, he's going to turn around. No, not a fan of it.
This is a little too timid. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 Goliaths just, like, absolutely wailing on you.
Yeah, you don't want to
see
stack
some
these
radiate?
Mutas, though.
Do we not have
Wow,
radiate yet?
Immediately got one of the vessels, and another one's super low.
Yeah, I mean, we're down to 6 Mutas, though. That's not enough to fight turrets and Goliaths.
Yeah,
and
Irradiate
2
is
flying
just
back
about to
in here.
finish.
Oh, losing 2 more Mutas.
It's not that
for
big
free.
of a deal, though, because the Terran still can't move out. Like,
Yeah, I mean, having 4 bases is pretty strong, although we didn't collect our 4th gas.
it looks like he sent a drone to do it, and then it just derped out, because it's just sitting there right next to the gas.
Maybe he was out of money at that specific point in time.
Oh man, even the vultures getting caught here, and we have sunkens at each base, so these vulture run-bys aren't going to be able to do too much. I think the third is probably the most exposed out of all of them, even then.
But he's not going to make it that far.
Oh, this mine! What's it going to do? Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Mutas finish it off. Mutas are a really great tool for cleaning up minefields, too.
Do glaives bounce off mines?
Yep.
So then, do Mutas have to have vision of the mines in order to kill them? Probably not, right?
I don't know. I don't know how the glaive bounces work with mines that are undetected, but
How many weeks are we doing? I'm not sure if we're doing weeks so much as groups. And we were doing 2 groups, but we might have to cut this one short. Doxel.
Dude, where are all the Mutas? We have
4 bases.
extreme amount.
I don't know. Looks like we're making a bunch of buildings.
I don't like the Hydra transition, honestly. You can just mass Muta and continue to take bases and continue to make Mutalisks. You just don't stack them, and so long as you don't stack them, they're not that Irradiate is not that effective at killing them. You just pull the Irradiate ones out right away.
Yeah, Day 9 did a video about the Goliaths versus Mutas. Talked about how Mutas actually just beat them.
Yeah, for supply. Not by cost, but yeah, for supply they do. But when cost is not a limiting factor, like in this situation where you're on 5 base versus someone who's just getting their 3rd up.
Which I was surprised
yeah.
he allowed him to do, you know? Like, make a couple
Honestly,
of Zerglings and throw them over there.
We only have 3... Well, Zerglings are terrible versus mech, but...
So quick, though. There's nothing there.
You just have so many Hydras here. You could crush this army. Well, I guess now that there's 6 tanks. There were 3 tanks a little while ago, but... I don't know. The problem with this is, I have experience, with the same feeling. It just... You don't know how strong Terran is, right? And mech is such a scary composition to fight against. A lot of times you're going to sit around too long and give Terran a little too much time. It can just be kind of hard to know when to go and when not to.
Yeah, he was just at such an advantage, you know, like...
he still is. Like, look at the army.
I know, but, like, I just mean...
He's got 40 supply more than the Terran.
And he's Zerg, exactly. Like, is he just wanting to max out? Like, I've never seen a Zerg actually do that. Like, sit around to max out.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a point to maxing out, but... You know.
I think the game's just kind of, like, over before you even get to that point. Unless you're playing against Protoss.
One thing I'm a little curious about, though, is why Zergs don't get a second Spire and get attack as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, we're raiding the third.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably get
two tanks or three tanks in position now.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess we're just gonna push them forward a bit.
Oh, they're out of range. Oh, no, they're not.
No, they're not.
Ooh, nice little vulture run by here at the 5th base. I'm not sure you need that many mutalisks to handle that, but...
Well, that's what we're doing. Full control group, we ain't messing around. But, I mean, slowly Terran is eking out all these mines and turrets across the map horizontally. I mean, once you cut...
Still, though...
Well, yeah, but, I mean, you don't want them to get this half of the map. You can contain them.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to let this happen, but there's no way that at least in this position right now, like, look we have so many tanks. Why do we have so many tanks? You want, like, 5 tanks to help deal with the Hydras, but you need more Goliaths than this. There's so many Muta on the map right now.
I guess he's just hoping that his 6 irradiates he has is enough. I don't know. I'm just waiting for this max out and to see the inevitable stuff go.
We are maxed.
Well, we're at 195. We're close. Not that quite there. We need to be at that special 200.
Massive drop though, and there's nothing in the main. Although this barracks is gonna see it.
There's actually only 13 Hydras. It's literally just a control.
All of these are empty. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's super. Maybe this is like a spooky drop.
Well, he gets all the tanks to unsiege.
Why do we have so many tanks?
Oh, we did get a greater Spire. We are going Guardians, my friend.
A couple Guardians isn't terrible if you've got a bunch of Muta. You just don't want to go Guardian because it's just not.
How aggravating! Just these couple. Oh my God, he's killing all of the turrets.
Yeah, I mean, getting a few is going to be very helpful. Because they outrange they let you kill the tanks and they let you kill off turrets without losing any.
Yeah, he's just getting
or anything like that.
He's just basically just getting a bunch of buildings like for low cost.
This is, I think, too many Guardians though. You need Mutalisks to tank the Goliaths.
Yeah, I don't think he got the memo about how Mutas are better than Goliaths. He's doing the Boss Ross approach. I'm like, oh,
we're on 6 bases now. The funny thing is there's really not anywhere near the amount of Goliaths that there needs to be. These Guardians could fight the Goliaths, no problem.
Well, can they fight Irradiates, though? Here we go! Irradiates, lots of them! Oh my goodness, the Guardians are so slow, they can't get out of the pile! Oh my goodness, oh, they all just got obliterated.
Yeah, but look how much more there is left, like...
I mean... 5 Guardians and a control group of Mutas? Not that much.
Yeah, versus what? 6 Goliaths.
Yeah, I guess a lot of our irradiates are gone now.
Yeah, this Terran is just, this Zerg is just too timid, man.
I mean, we have a lot of tanks, though, in case you wanted tanks. We got those in space.
What is the deal? I don't understand the tank production, like... It's
but we're keeping it going.
Carriers better make tanks.
I mean, 11 and 11. We got 22 tanks here, people. Oh no, I'm sorry. We have the full 24. You usually don't even get this many in TVP. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks
I
like
just
he wants to
don't
move over to the bottom right, too. And Dirt's just going to let him have it.
What is openhand doing? He's at 300 APM, but it's like stuff is just sitting around.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize. Holy cow. I mean, he's gotta visit a lot of hatcheries to, do it up. Well, we're getting defilers now. Just look at this mess of Zerg units. All these overlords, hydras, lings, defilers, mutas, guardians. He's got it all. Make a single devourer.
Oh yeah, and he's had drop for like almost the whole game. He hydra dropped very early, actually, Faust. But his opponent, Foxfox, has actually done a pretty good job of defending the drops, believe it or not.
See, the tanks are simply they're tanks. They're meant to soak up damage from the mutas while these 6 Goliaths kill all of them. I see. Oh, and the defilers got here just in the nick of time to die immediately.
This is so weird. I don't know what's happening.
Neither do I, but there's another attack of mutas running into 1,000,000 turrets. Oh my god, this is botched so badly. Look at the supply! I think Fox is doing it.
Was like in an unlosable situation earlier.
Oh my god, we even took a hatchery in the bottom
He can still just mass muta though. That's the thing. We don't have enough Goliaths. Like the tanks are just eating all of the supply. Foxfox is on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gas.
What?
Yeah, because he's at bottom right. So if he gets that gas, he's on 7 gas. That's like literally infinite mutalisks.
You mean the Zerg?
Or yeah, sorry, the Zerg.
I was like, Terran has 3. What are you talking about? Soon to be 4, maybe.
Okay, now we're switching to Ultralisk versus like 40 tanks. Alright. Well, this is not going to go well.
Yeah, no, probably not.
You do this when you make Ultralisks after they make a ton of Goliaths. And then Goliaths are just garbage versus Ultralisks.
Yeah, he even got +3 armor on those mutas. It's pretty intense.
Yeah. You know how many armor that means the Goliath or the Guardians have, by the way? Without looking?
A lot. 2, 4, 6, 8?
Yeah.
Insanity.
No, they have 5. So Guardians
5.
get.
They get +2, then +1, +1, +1.
Yeah.
They start with 2
They
armor.
just have 2 armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is wild, by the way.
I wasn't sure if they got +2 armor or +1. I guess +1 makes obvious more sense. Well, Terran's worked himself into a nice spot, man. We're almost maxed out.
Yeah. This is
We're
super
taking
weird.
the bottom right. There's a Nidus here for some reason. Like, what was even the plan?
Well, I mean, you just get Nidus. Like, there's no reason not to get a Nidus canal. It's just like one of the best buildings in the
We're
game.
bringing Zerglings and stuff through it.
It's not just for defense. Like, it allows you to, like, for example, like, look, we have all the hatcheries in the top left, right? So if you have a Nidus on the right side of the map, then you can attack more efficiently in other directions. So, like, look, we've got the Nidus, and we're flooding an attack down in the bottom right hand.
We're sandwiching. Uh-oh. Now this is going to be trouble for Fox. It's a big sandwich
This is a
coming.
weird sandwich, though. This is like a sandwich that you eat the bread on one side, and then the inside, and then you eat the other bread, because the attack was like a super weird timing. But there are no tanks here, really.
Sick Dark Swarm, too. Yeah, I know, all the tanks are on the left-hand side of the map.
Yeah, so Goliath's not so good versus Ultralisk, as you can see.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing what you wanted him to do. You know, he's attacking
It's just
Goliaths
weird
with
that
the
he
ultras.
was... See, he shouldn't have been able to fight these Goliaths on their own, right? Like, these tanks should have been with the Goliaths.
Can these ultras even get back there?
No, I don't think so, because there's a turret.
Wow. And he's
But look at these guys are getting murdered.
Smoking with these tanks. Tanks do so much damage.
We have an attack here on the left side, though, as well, at the 3rd.
Oh, I didn't even realize Fox took that base, to be honest with you. That's just a base he probably should not be able to take. It's too close.
All right. The question is, where is all of our larvae going? Looks like we're still producing Wing Ultra, which I think is kind of a mistake. But I mean, he's cleaned up enough of the bases where, I mean, Fox does not have a bank, so he's not going to be able to continue to produce tanks.
Then he killed a ton of SCVs with those lanes a minute ago.
Yeah, and the tanks are out of position,
wanna
so
talk
they're
about
going to
supply?
have a real hard time.
We got 9 vessels. How much is a vessel? 2?
Yeah.
That's
Vessel's
a lot of irradiate,
ridiculous.
but yeah, they sure have. I think all these ultras are basically dead.
I mean, it's
Killing all
fine.
these
The
lanes,
tanks
too.
are the whole tank army is out of position, so you're gonna just stream units now to the main base and just win. But we really need to have not send every single tank over to deal with the 4th or 5th base, I guess.
Well, this night is actually...
Wait, this is so weird. He's still attacking the bottom right-hand corner. Fox has to go in split mappy ultra macro mode. He cannot fight right now. I mean, well, but what is going on? Open hand is not attacking the very extremely exposed natural. All right. Well, these teams are all alone. So
yeah, I think this might be the killer. There's too much stuff here.
you can block this ramp with Goliath and like a siege tank though, and do a lot here.
Yeah, but you forget we
look
also got the Nidus.
The real issue is that we have a drop coming on the left side, and all the bases have been forced to lift, so you're really only on one mineral mining base. But
This is it.
yeah,
Gee,
very nice, dude. Playing against mechs can be very difficult, very confusing. So very well done by Open Hand.
Yeah, coming from a weird 2-port opening also.
Look at that, dude. Almost 300 APM in a 27-minute game. Jesus.
That's gotta be tiring. I can only imagine. Oh, Jesse made it. Yes, Rip Fox. Although he did win the one before it. It's a crazy carrier game.
Alrighty, man. How many more games do we got left? Because I gotta decide whether or not to go to bed or.
I will let you know. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
Why don't we? You want to cast the rest of them on Sunday?
We can do that.
All right, let's do that. I can't. Well, I might be able to do them tomorrow. I'll hit you up if I can, but I don't know how long we're out. So
You'll be home tomorrow night around the same time. So
Just hit me up, let me know.
take it easy, bro. Have a good one.
All right, catch y'all later. Sorry, boys. We're going to have to cut this one a smidgen short. I didn't really realize how many games there were going to be, and then those last 2 were a half an hour apiece. So, tough life, you know? Good games all around, though. Love casting these. It's always a good time. Well, Doc has left us. Goodbye to him. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, I feel satisfied as well. That was a long time. I really didn't think there was gonna be that many games. It's always a good time, though. TT1, how you doing, buddy? Oh man, I think that's all the StarCraft I can handle for the moment. Maybe some Tetris though, huh?
Hey, can never go wrong with a little bit of Tetris.